From 100.9 WLSK as it's the 0-4 Marion County Knights traveling to Washington County to take on the 3-1 Washington County Commanders. We've seen many matchups in our past years here at WLSK FM, and tonight should be no different. Don't let the record books fool you in any way. Tonight should be a dandy game between these two fierce competitors. We got it for you tonight, Marion County and Washington County, right here on 100.9 WLSK. Hi, everybody, from the Ben R. Lewis Field in Springfield. I am Hal B. Good. Glad to have you here. Jimmy Wethington joins me here in the press box, but also, before I go to Skinner, I'm going to go right down the field. We've got John Graves down the field tonight as we have the pregame, and tonight he's got both coaches, head coach of the Washington County Commanders, Eric Sagersi, and skipper of the Marion County Knights, Alan Harmon. Let's go down to John Graves. John?
Thank you, Hal B. We're going to start with the visiting team as customary here. Coach Harmon, how are you tonight?
Doing well. Glad to be here.
Good. Well, we've been admiring Coach Sagersi's field. It's going to be a fast track tonight. How's your practice been this week as you prepare for this border war game?
Well, we've had a really focused week with the kids, and when it's a rivalry week, you don't have to do a whole lot to get the kids' attention. They're pretty locked in and focused.
What, it's always tough with the Marion-Washington County game. Do you like it in the middle of the season or end of the season? What's your preference?
Well, with this is my second year. Last year at the end of the season, it was good for us to finish the season without going to the playoffs, but, having some success to carry into the offseason. So we'll see how this year goes, but I like that we got good weather for it and hopefully have a good crowd and good atmosphere for the boys early in the season.
Well, I kind of prepped you before, and Eric's standing right here beside us. But we said you all know each other pretty well at this point. But what's your keys to the game tonight for the Marion County Knights to pull out a win?
Well, we just got to be able to finish drives. We've struggled the past few weeks in the red zone with little things that blow drives up for us. So we just got to take care of little details and finish.
All right. Well, let's bring Coach Sagersi in here. And Coach Harmon, thank you and good luck. Coach, we're back in the friendly confines of Ben R. Lewis Field. How's your practice week been?
Been good. We were able to get out every day. The rain didn't really phase us any, and kids, whenever it's Washington, Marion County, they show up for that. You don't have to worry about them being motivated and practicing for that week. So, had a good week of practice, good week of prep time, and we'll see how it turns out.
Big win last week as you went over to Thomas Nelson, so you got the monkey off your back from the KCD game. You get a big win, then you come into this one. It's been an emotional 3 weeks for you.
It has, ups and downs and injuries and, just a lot of things. But, the kids keep coming out and responding. I thought that we played our best football game last week, and hopefully we'll continue that this week.
Now, it was a couple weeks ago that we talked after the KCD game. Have your kids responded in the way that you wanted them to? It's tough when you have that type of game. How have they been mentally?
They've been good. They've been resilient. We challenged the older guys to take more reps. We took some of the pressure off some of the young guys and forced them into situations they weren't quite ready for, and focused on our conditioning, focused on getting our older guys out there. Yesterday we had a JV game. We had 14 kids at practice. So, that's our situation. We're going to play about 14 kids, and there'll be a few kids that spell, but, they've responded well and done a good job. And I thought last week our condition held up fine, and it showed in our product.
Well, what's your keys to the game tonight as you get ready to take on the Marion County Knights?
Well, you got to be able to stop their passing game. Sullivan does a nice job. I think they got last week. I watched them; they were as good as I've seen them. Last year we went in, they were 0-9, and they beat our butt on their field. And I think they're a better football team tonight than they were last year at this time. And Coach Harmon's done a good job of building that program and getting it going. So we got to keep their offense off the field. Make them sustain drives. They're young. We got to make them sustain some drives. Not give up big plays. And lastly, don't turn the ball over. In rivalry games, it never fails. Last year it was 3 onside kicks and 3 onside kicks. And this, turnovers, momentum swings, that's what carries these games. So we got to keep those on our side.
John, if you can ask him, why don't you ask him about Ellery and Floyd? We're interested to know a little bit about how they're going to be involved in the game tonight.
Hal and them want to know what Ellery and Floyd, what's their status this week?
John's going to go. He's be a little gimpy, but trainer feels good about it, and he's got a kind of a bad wheel sprained ankle. Ellery is back. Was in concussion protocol the last 2 weeks. We practiced all this week and went through that, so he'll be back out there. Limited. His reps will be a little bit less than when he first left, but he'll be playing.
All right. Well, If y'all don't have anything else, I'm going to get him out of here. I think he's got a football game, Coach.
I think so.
As always, good luck to you tonight, and
Thanks, sir.
go WC. Hey, it's a very fast track. This field's in great condition. As they said, both teams are ready to go. I like the new unis as we're supporting the National Guard tonight. So this is what Friday nights are like in Central Kentucky.
Thank you, John. Again, it's Marion County and Washington County. We'll take our first time out. We're 20 minutes away from the kickoff of the Knights and the Commanders, and you're listening to it on 100.9 WLSK. Border War or Rivalry Week, as we like to call it, as Marion County travels here to Washington County. We do want to make sure that everyone's aware of that this game is at Washington County High School. Marion County 0-4, Washington County 3-1. Jimmy Wethington joins me here in the press box. And Skinner, you look at both of these teams. Let's talk about Marion County first. Marion County struggling somewhat. 0-4, looking for that first win. Lost to Lloyd Memorial last week, 42-6.
Yeah, Hal, and they've struggled on both sides of the ball. They've given up 4 49, 49, 42, and 42 points. So they're giving up an average of, I think it's 45.5 points a game, and they're not scoring very much. So they just haven't been able to get anything going offensively or defensively. But you got to think that, and especially being a rivalry game, and then plus since they won the game last year, these kids come in here with a different mindset. You got to feel like all the kids from Marion County, despite being 0-4, think, hey, we can win this game tonight.
And on the other hand, Washington County, what a week for the Commanders. Defeated a nice Thomas Nelson team. That final score, it was Washington County over Thomas Nelson, 55-37. But everybody's still talking about the night that, Tobias Dawson, 5'9.5", 212-pound junior, 6 touchdowns, 3 for kickoff return. Broke a school record last week at Thomas Nelson.
Yeah, Hal, and he was just unbelievable. We couldn't believe that they kept kicking the ball to him. But,
yeah, I know.
And, he kept returning them. But for to have 3 touchdowns in one game, by kickoff return, you don't usually generally have anybody do that the whole year. And he did it in one game, just an unbelievable game. I think it was the best all-around game I've seen Washington County play on both sides of the ball. They gave up some big plays, and, they put some younger kids in there and gave up a drive or two. But I think on both sides of the ball and on special teams, it's probably the best game Washington County's played in several years that I've seen, probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, we saw everybody get in the act. We saw Jack Wheatley, the 5'7" senior, come in his first year back after a long period of time playing football, and he ran a nice touchdown run. There were just more players than Dawson, but Dawson really stood out. And I was really glad that John had a chance to talk to the coach and get the update on John Floyd. Floyd, 6-foot senior, went out in last week's game and injured Skinner, and I know even Saturday you and I were texting back and forth just about his condition.
Yeah, Hal, we were concerned about him because he's such a big part of Washington County's team, both offensively and defensively. Matter of fact, he's really stepped his game up this year. I don't think he played a lot of defense the last couple of years, but this year back there playing safety, and when they put him up at corner, he's had several interceptions. Really kind of salted that game away last week when he picked that pass off. When it looked like it was going to tighten up some, he got that interception and ran it, I think it was 35 yards for a touchdown, and that, pushed Washington County back up to, I think, a 3-score game. So that kind of, broke the game back open. But he's such a big part of this team. We were really concerned when he went down the other day, and, he didn't come back in the game. So apparently he's good to go tonight. Just a really smart player, really good athlete. And sometimes, he's so solid and he plays so good that you almost take him for granted. He just gives you the same effort, the same smart play every single Friday night that they strap him up.
Marion County probably comes in underdog in this if you want to look at it from that standpoint. But at the end of the day, there's always this game. They talk about the game, Marion and Washington County. They talked about it in the day when it was Springfield and Lebanon, the Panthers and the Yellow Jackets playing each other. So here is the game tonight. Marion County 0-4, Washington County 3-1. What do you think? Will this game be a runaway, or will this game be one of those games that'll surprise you?
I think it's going to be close. I would say Washington County is probably a solid 2-touchdown favorite. But I would think it would be close. I would be surprised if either team won very big. Just look back to last year. We did both teams. We did several games, both teams. I would almost thought going into that game, Washington County would be a solid 2 or 3 touchdown favorite, based on what we'd seen. And Marion County pulls the upset. So, when you have a rivalry game like this, and nobody's going to lay down, there's a lot of emotion in it. A lot of mistakes and fumbles, turnovers can play a big part in the game. So I think all things being even, I think Washington County would be a solid 2-touchdown favorite. But, we've been watching this game. The first time I saw this game was when I played in Marion County in the 1975. It was 42 years ago. And we've seen a lot of these games. We've seen a lot of weird things happen, So just there's no telling.
See a few folks rolling in. There's still plenty of time and plenty of seats available. It's usually a game that's pretty crowded. It brings out all the local celebrities, including brothers and brothers-in-law. I see my brother back there with his he's like me. I thought it was a pink out. You two thought it was a blue out tonight. It's actually a blackout, guys. Make sure we get the memo next time.
I don't have pink in
Brother Todd back there.
Yeah, I don't have pink in my closet, and I don't have red.
About
all I've got is
I got blue. I'll let you borrow mine.
I got blue and gray.
Yeah,
we were talking earlier how we between all of our broadcast team and our gentleman over here filming for us lost a combined 275 pounds.
Yeah.
I think Coach Segerson would love to have that 275 pounds to spread out on his his kids, you know.
So I know I lost a lot and gained a little back. I need to watch out. See, my brother-in-law's out there too. I see Rick Smith, Wayne Smith over there. Listen, a lot of the folks are over there sitting around and bringing in their vehicles and cooking out and just a lot of folks rolling in. Even the celebrities like the Washington County Commander basketball coach for the boys, Bernard Smalley, up here.
Big Tennessee
big
ball
so
fan.
BMOC, the folks
Yeah.
are rolling in. So if you're not here, get here. We're only 10 minutes away from the kickoff.
You mentioned your brother-in-law, Rick Smith. The hardest hit I ever got on a football field was him in practice one day. My teeth are still chattering from how hard he hit me.
Man, he ever apologized either, did he?
No, I don't think so. I'm still waiting on that.
That's how he rolls, man, when he played. 10 minutes away from the kickoff of Marion County and Washington County. Keep right here. We come back. More pregame. We'll have to flip the coin for you. This is high school football. Marion and Washington County on 100.9 WLSK.
Doing all right?
Your hats for the presentation of the national colors and the singing playing of the national anthem. Tonight's colors are being presented by the joint Marion County, Washington County High School Junior ROTC Color Guard. White Guard, Cadet Tristan Hovis. National colors, Cadet Corey Scott Phelps. Kentucky State flag, Cadet Michael Swift. POW MIA flag, Cadet Faith Hall. Left guard, Cadet Xander Hyatt. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to high school. For football tonight's game features the visiting team, the Knights of Marion County, and your Washington County Commanders. Referees for tonight's game, referee Orlando Evans, umpire Don Griffith, head linesman Ricky Price, line judge Victor Bunt, back judge Noel Hill, field judge Douglas Green, and side judge Jim Gorby.
Good to have him alongside with us tonight, as John does the PA as well, but helps us during the pre and post game show.
You know, Hal, we're going to lose Jackson in a couple of years. The way he's growing,
he's going to be out there.
Exactly right. He's going to be out there. He's sprouting up there on us.
Floyd out there, along with some other team captains. Christopher Rayleigh's out there alongside Dallas Clark. We'll have to get that 71. That's a number they didn't give us. We got new jerseys out there, so.
Number 10.
So we look across, Marion counties are going to be very tough to find and make work as well, aren't they?
Yeah, Marion County is going to be a little tougher, Hal, because they're kind of a, I don't know, almost a light, tan on that white, and it's just kind of hard to read them. I see 67, and it looks like 12, 10. And
yeah, Luke Abel's over there.
Yeah, I can't make out the one over there.
Yeah, I also see over there Jeremiah Moore for Marion County. Also out there, officials. It's like Bailey Thompson's out there. Another number change. National Guard's a National Guard evening, so that's why they've been able to come out here and participate here this evening, because they've bought them jerseys for this game especially. We'll talk about the jersey in a moment. Let's go down the field for the floor.
All right. Sir. I don't need a mic. You can hold the mic up to me, or you can talk on the mic.
I'm gonna hold it. The official talking to Jackson Graves down there.
Nobody give me the mic.
All right.
All right, guys.
Official
Listen
don't
up.
want the
Sportsmanship
mic.
is a must. White talk to white, talk to black. Listen to the whistle, okay, guys? Want to emphasize this year, coach is staying off the field and the blind side block, okay? Safety person. See what you hit, leading with the hammer. See what you hit, okay, guys? All right, visitor, hold. This is heads, this is tail. You called it, you repeat it in the air. Heads. Heads is called. Boom, tails. You won the toss. The first. Okay. Defer. Okay.
Washington County's won the toss. They defer.
Okay, which end you want to kick to, sir? Black, you go to that side. White, you come this way.
So players are getting themselves in position as they get things settled up. Looks like Washington County winning the toss for in the second half. And Jimmy, you look as we're getting ready for this one here. Pretty good crowds rolled in, but not somewhat what you think of the typical crowd. But I see a big line of folks coming in there. There's probably about 50 people there getting ready to come into the game. So some late arrivals.
Yeah, they might be out of change up there. So, yeah, they're lined up.
If you need to excuse yourself and go up there and make some change for them, I know a guy like you,
I'd play quarterback if the cost of.
I see all the bank presidents in town open the door for a man of your caliber. So, but some folks rolled in here nonetheless.
It'd be the only way I got to play quarterback is if it cost $1.75 to get in. They give me $2. I can give them a quarterback.
Well, we're just a couple minutes from the kickoff, and again, Washington County, the Kentucky National Guard is honoring this game this evening. Commanders will be dressed in the black jersey uniforms, white pants, white letters, the blue helmets, that traditional blue. Marion County will be dressed in the white uniforms with the gray pants, white helmets. And I'm going to go on and say the numbers are probably a silver, but hard to tell, almost like a grayish silver, but very traditional to the military colors that we have here this evening. And Kentucky National Guard on hand here this evening, and we do appreciate the service of all of our troops.
Yeah, how they got some camouflage in them too. So.
That's right. Yes, and in the jerseys as well.
Really, really nice.
Really kind of cool.
Jerseys too. Yeah, really, really nice.
A good way to to honor the National Guard, that's for sure. And
You know,
we're out here this evening.
I was kind of surprised how I thought with Washington County won the toss, they would take the ball and try to go down, and get up on Marion County early. But I think this year, I think Eric is a little bit more confidence in his defense. They have played, I think, a little bit more consistent this year. They've made several plays behind the line of scrimmage that they haven't been making in the last couple of years. So I think he's got a lot of confidence in his defense to go down there and pin Marion County back deep and maybe try to get the ball somewhere around midfield for their first drive.
We do want to tell everyone that our app is down this evening. So our app is not working. We did try to get a substitute app to work, but it's not going to work to any avail. But Jimmy, the Facebook app is working, or I should say the Facebook page is working for the Washington County school system. And if you'd like to, you can go and you can see all of the video on the game, and we'll have the audio that'll be attached to that. We appreciate Mike and his team over here. They do a wonderful job.
It took me 6 weeks to figure out how to download
it
the app, and it don't work.
I don't know how to share it yet. It's not working tonight. We'll blame the hurricane on it, all right? I don't know what else to blame. So Washington County be kicking from our position. It's going to be right to left.
And Washington County wants to kick it away from Yanis.
Minor Harmon was right. He said, "Boy, you're gonna struggle on seeing those Marion County numbers," and I am. It's going to be tough. I'm going to need your help on that.
I've got Yanis on the right. I can't read the guy on the left.
I knew Yanis is there at the 5, and I would anticipate they'll kick away from Yanis.
Yeah.
So Washington County will kick it away, straight end over end, and that's Yantis. He takes it at the 15, now 20. Left side, 25, breaks a tackle, 30. Now breaks another to the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's where Marion County will start out 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, how nice return by Yanis, and that Washington County tried to kick it away from him, but he had the mindset, I'm going to get this ball, so he cut in front of his own player and picked it up, and I don't blame him. We saw him against Bardstown, several kickoff returns, almost like breaking one tackle and returning it all the way.
No question, Mason Sullivan is one of the most talented quarterbacks in this area. He's just a sophomore, but he's a gamer, Skinner.
Yeah, Hal, and I think you're going to see Marion County really put the ball up a lot tonight. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball very much against Washington County, so I think you're going to see them pass early and pass often.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can to keep up with those numbers, too, and we'll just try and keep up with players as we know the frame of them. But here's Sullivan out of the shotgun, back to throw. He's looking deep. Oh, he's airing it out, looking deep, and it will be incomplete. I'm not sure if that was Marcus Yantis, but he was down there. But over the head, it will be 2nd down and 10. Marion County on their own 36.
Yeah, Hal, that was Yantis, and it must have been a broken route by Marion County. They had 2 wideouts in the same area running down the yard markers down on the left-hand side, and they were both within, 4 or 5 yards of each other, and they put 2 Washington County defenders in that area, and that's not something you draw up.
2nd down and 10. Sullivan again out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Give to the first man through, straight up the middle, up to the 39-40. Maybe stopped at the 39-yard line. I believe that may have been Yantis. We'll wait and see if we can confirm the number.
I think it was Yantis. I can't.
No, it was Yantis.
It was Yantis. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I saw 12.
Gain of about 4. I'm going to say 3rd down and 6, Jimmy.
Yeah, we might as well just say we're going to struggle on these numbers out. It's just hard to read.
Well, Washington County's are going to be easy tonight,
yeah.
But Marion's will be somewhat of a struggle. I see wide to the right here. It's Abel for Marion County. On 3rd and 6, Sullivan the snap. Back to throw. He's looking deep again. He's got a receiver. It's going to be incomplete. Just overthrown the head of Noah Abel. It will be 4th down.
Yeah, Hal, and Jonathan Floyd actually slipped on his turn that time, and it left Abel about 2 yards behind him, but the ball was just overthrown. The 2nd down play when Marion County ran the ball, Washington County, I think, is a lot better this year at stopping that run. They got about a 3-yard gain. They've done a really, really good job for the most part. They've had a breakdown here, too, with all these young players, but they've done a lot better job this year, I think, containing the run than in previous years.
Timeout, Washington County. 11:08 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll take a timeout. Marion County 0, Washington County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Marion County looked like they were going to go for it, but now they'll step back and let Sullivan punt it away. So tried to draw Washington County off sides, and boy, what a great punt. It takes a Marion County roll at the 10 to the 3, all the way to the 1.
Yeah, Hal, and it was
How
great
about
strategy. That's going to end up being about a 59-yard punt, and they lined up with Sullivan in the shotgun. Looked like they were going for it. I thought they might be trying to draw him off sides and get it to where it was a 4th and 1, but he backed up a couple of steps and took it and kicked it, and it hit about the 20 and rolled down. Marion County downed it out to 1-yard line, so they've got Washington County backed up.
Do want to let you know that there is a temporary link set up on our Facebook page, WLSKFM.com. If you want to pick up streaming audio for tonight's game, just go to our Facebook page and you'll be able to pick up that link. Thanks, Chris Hill, for taking care of that. So 1st and 10 on the 1, long road to hoe, as they say, as Dawson will have it on the first down. 5, 10, 12, first down, Washington County off of the first run for Dawson.
Yeah, Hal, and he's looks like he's starting out just where he left off last week. Just took on a little lead play on the right-hand side of Washington County's line and ended up getting about an 11-yard gain and gets Washington County out from right within their goal line.
1st and 10. Ball on the 11. And Dawson again. 15, breaks a tackle, stopped at the 15, so gain of a couple. I'm going to say second down long, second down 8, we'll say. Maybe second down 7.
Yeah, Hal, Jonathan Floyd tweaked his ankle last week, and, Coach said before the game, that, it bothered him a little bit in practice week. I think you're probably going to see a little bit more maybe of Dawson running the ball tonight to try to keep Jonathan from having to scramble so much, or maybe putting him back in passing situations.
Second down 8. Ball on the Commander 14, right to left. Little pass play off the right side. They're going to hit Wheatley. Wheatley to the 20, 21, 22 still on his feet. Gets that first down. Oh, Jack Wheatley, he is as tough as a keg of nails.
Yeah, Hal, and we were talking earlier in the year about who's going to be that go-to receiver. Well, it looks like it's him. He had 209 yards coming into the game tonight receiving, and then last week, he had that big touchdown catch where actually it was a short pass, and he broke it down the sideline about 50 yards last week, right before the end of the first half.
1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line of Washington County. Commanders moving the ball. John Floyd leading the charge. With the give, here we go, end and around. That's Wheatley. He's got some space. 30, 35, 40, 43-yard line. 43-yard line, yeah, and a horse collar there as he was brought down by Marion County at the 43, but flags all over the place.
Yeah, Hal, this is going to take it around into Marion County territory, somewhere around the 42-yard line. And, if he hadn't horse collared him, he probably had another 15, 20 yards because he had a lane down the sideline.
Wheatley had the step on the Marion County defender. I didn't catch that defender's number.
Sneaky speed, I think, by Jack. When he comes around the corner.
Henry Hagan,
he's small. He doesn't look like he's that quick. But, when he gets space, he makes the best of it.
So the penalty will put them in Marion County territory. We're going to have a timeout, Marion County. Alan Harmon wants to talk about it. I said there was going to be a timeout. And yes, there is. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. 9:13 to go in the first quarter of play. Marion County 0, Washington County 0. High school football on 100.9 WLSK. The penalty, Washington County will have it on the Marion County 42, 1st and 10, and Dawson will have it on first down. Downfield 42 to the, downfield to the 37 to the 36-yard line.
And how, very seldom does the first man that hits Shabazz bring him down. That time, the Marion County defender hit him, held on for dear life. Matter of fact, pulled a shoe off holding on to him, and Dawson's had to come over the sideline and put a shoe back on. Hope his foot wasn't still in it when it came off.
Second down. Gosh, gain of 5, and he was sure caught. The snap, the give. Ellery this time. He's got a hold. 35 to the 30. Look at him go. 20. He breaks another tackle.
He might
15,
be gone.
10, 5. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown. How about that? Did I see a flag down? Nope. 37-yard run for Mike Ellery, the 5'11 freshman.
How, the best thing about that was the patience that he showed. That hole wasn't there initially, and he just followed his blocker. And, we heard earlier in the year, Jabaz Dawson said after in an interview, he told him, hey, just follow me and I'll lead you there. Well, I don't know who his lead blocker was, but he followed him and cut it outside, and he was gone. Just an electrifying run by the freshman.
Dawson, one of them out there. Romero for the point after. The set, the kick is up, and this kick will be through the uprights and good. Well, if you're Washington County, you have to feel pretty good. What a good start. How about taking the ball 99 yards in your first offensive drive? So with 8:27 to go here in the first quarter of play, it is Washington County 7, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. A number of plays, Skinner, but we know they started on their own.
Five or six plays. I know they had a couple of, they had a pass and then a reverse to Wheatley, and they had Jabaz a couple of runs, and then Mike on that run. So it was a 5 or 6 play, 99-yard drive. That's hard for a high school team to do, to go that far and score, because, you just feel like somebody was going to make a mistake.
Romero, the kick. Yantis is zooming in on it, and he'll nab it at the 15. Left to right, he'll move 20, 25. Left to right, he'll go 30, all the way down 32-yard line. Yantis is getting better every game. Nice kickoff return by the young fella.
Yeah, Yannis is a junior, and it just amazes me the patience of some of these kids. Usually when you get that ball, you just want to go full bore. And Yannis, that time, he just kind of picked his spots and, and cut here, cut there, and ended up got a nice return again right inside the Marion County 35-yard line at about the 33.
First and 10, Marion County. Moving upfield left to right from our press box here at the Bennett R. Lewis Field. Sullivan, the sophomore, out of the shotgun. One man in motion. He'll take the snap, flips it to him. Here we go off the right side. 34 34, 35, all the way down to the 39-yard line. Marcus Yannis, nice run for him. I'm going to give him 6. We'll say second down and 4.
Yeah, just a little jet sweep. Hal B. in Washington County blitzed up the middle, and when they did, that left this side a little bit vulnerable, and Yannis ended up getting about 6 yards on first down.
We're going to give him 7. How about second down and 3? Yeah. Nice spot. They'll mark it on the 39 of Marion County. Sullivan again. The snap. He'll flip it in the backfield. Here we go with Yantis again, trying to make the turn, and he does. Gets to the 42, 43-yard line. I think that was Luke Abel on that run. I saw the 2, but nevertheless, Abel for a couple of yards. And so how about third down and short?
Yeah, I think they're going to mark him just a little bit short first down. It's going to be maybe the length of the football.
I appreciate Minor Harmon. Of course, that's Alan Harmon, our head coach over at Marion County's father. He sent me a text. He said, good luck on the uniforms tonight. And I thought, well, what's he talking about? Boy, he's right. Maybe when it gets a little darker, they'll be like neon. Is there a flag down on that play? Yep, a flag down the backfield, Jimmy.
Yeah, holding.
Holding on Marion.
That's big.
We're into this game already, and look at they're backed up at the gate back there, man.
Yeah, like I said, they ran out of change. Ran out of quarters.
We're down there to help them out.
You need
So
to
crowd
contact
still rolling in.
Marion needs to run down to the bank, open it up, and bring some supporters up here.
Supporters. Call Robbie Poland.
Yeah.
Get him out here. Holding on Marion County. I'll bring it down back. It'll still be second down.
Yeah, Hal, and it's filled up nice too. Down
good
here on the
crowd.
Washington County side, it's
A lot of folks
big
around the
crowd.
fence. Yeah, it's turned out to be a big crowd
it's
here
turned out to be
tonight.
a really good crowd. A typical
So,
Marion County, Washington County
Second
crowd.
down and 15. They'll mark it on the 29. Sullivan, wideouts all over. Look to pass. Sullivan, quick little dump pass, left side. It's going to be complete. Upfield will move. 35 down to the 36-yard line. Look like they're going to say Yantis came up with that one. Nice little short gain. It's going to put a third down still long, though, Jimmy. I'm going to say third down 7.
Yeah, and I think both teams got what they wanted out of that play. Marion County got it in to where, it's third and about 7, and Washington County, kept them to about a 4 or 5 yard gain on second downs.
Third down and 7. Marion County on their own 36, moving upfield, left to right, as we're viewing it from the press box here at the Bennett R. Lewis Field. There's the snap. Back to throw, Sullivan. Plenty of time now getting pressure from Rayleigh. He'll pass it downfield. Complete to Yannis. Did he catch it?
Yeah,
Nope,
but
nope,
he's going to be
nope, out of bounds.
They call it incomplete. Yeah, it was going to be way short anyway. He went out of bounds about the 49. It was going to be about 5 yards short of the first down. They're going to call it incomplete.
Very similar to where we saw the first offensive series, Marion County. Fourth and 7 on the 36. It looks like Sullivan is going to try and draw Washington County off.
Or they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah. Now here he goes again.
He'll back up. I like that because Sullivan is deadly, quarterback or punting.
Yeah.
We saw his last punt, which was about an 80-yard punt almost. And this one is going to be the total opposite.
Yep.
Straight up and straight down, but takes a Marion County bounce at the 45 to the 40-yard line of Washington County.
That was about 20 yards, Hal.
And I think realistically his last one was, though, about 65 yards,
Yeah.
maybe 70. This one is going to be much shorter than that as Washington County will start out. They'll have it first and 10 on their own 40-yard line. 7:11 to go here in the first quarter of play. Washington County 7, Marion County 0. Hal Good, Jimmy Wethington, John Graves bring you coverage tonight of the border war, Marion County and Washington County. Floyd back out there on first and 10 on the 40. He'll take the snap, and he goes to Dawson, a little student body left. 43, 44 to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Hal, just a little handoff to the off tackle, and Jabas with a nice little 5-yard gain. He needs to protect the ball a little bit better, though, Hal. If you can see when he's running, he's got the ball out a little bit. He's got to tuck that elbow in case somebody comes up from the side of him or behind him and, punches that ball, or he's going to end up with a fumble.
And you can tell by watching John Floyd, he's not 100%. Watch him on this next play. I mean, he's, having a John Floyd at 50% is great, but you can tell he's not 100%. Second down and 5. Washington County on their own 45. The snap, little dump pass off the left side. It's going to be complete. That's Cheatham. Cheatham upfield, 40. I don't think he got to about the 49. I don't think he got to the 50. That's where he had to get for the first down. We'll wait and see. I think they're going to mark it. Generous. Man, I'm going to tell you. Generous spot. They're going to mark it on the Marion 49.
First down. He did a great job, too,
He
Hal.
stretched, yeah.
He actually caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and I thought it was going to be no gain at best. And he made a nice cut inside and ended up getting about 6 yards and getting the first down for Washington County.
First down, Washington County on the Marion County 49. We're moving downfield with the Commanders. They lead 7-0 in the first quarter of play. Here's Floyd. One wide out to the left, one to the right, and the give goes to Dawson. Dawson over right side, plows over one defender, gets to the 46. Now to the 45, stopped at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Hal, he just threw somebody to the ground, the first defender that got to him. He just stiff-armed him, threw him down, ended up getting about 4 yards. Did I hear a flag on the play, or did I hear
I didn't see
else?
it.
I don't see any. I must have heard something else. I thought I heard John Graves say flag on the play.
The National Guard's here. He's like a tank going over there. I mean, he just lowers his head down and get out of his way. He is taking anyone in his way. It's 4-yard gain, second down and 6 on the Marion County 45.
Don't be surprised how it looks like they're playing man-to-man over here if they don't go deep.
Dump pass. Here's Ellery again. Ellery breaks loose. 43 down to the 41-yard line. Shy of the first down. It's third and short.
A little swing pass out of the backfield to Jabas, and a nice little catch and play. Puts him in third down about short. I'm like you, Hal. I don't think unless the game calls for it. I think Washington County's got this game in hand. I think they're going to limit the contact that Jonathan gets. They're going to have him quick short, quick passes and handoffs.
Luke Abel on the stop for Marion County. Makes it 3rd down and 2.
Ellery back in the game at running back.
Maybe try the old secret play to draw them off. We'll see what happens. Snap, the give, Ellery again, straight up the middle. 1st down and more, 35-30, breaks the tackle, 25, 20, still on his feet to the 10, stopped at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal, Washington County.
Now, I got a little excited. I thought he was gone. He broke free, but he kind of stumbled, had to slow down a little bit, and the Marion County defender caught up with him. But, man, he looks like he's ready to play tonight. Nice burst of speed, great patience getting through the line, and then when he did, he just a nice little quick burst of speed. Setting Washington County up 1st and goal at the Marion County 7-yard line.
Do want to remind you that if you have our app, you may be having some problems. We do have a link set up. Go to our Facebook page, and you can pick up that audio link. Thanks to our engineers for taking care of that. Easy to do. Just go to the Facebook page. 1st and goal on the 7. Here we go. It's going to be Dawson. Dawson straight down the left tackle. Gets to the 5, to the 4. Stopped at the 4, to the 3, where it will be 2nd down and goal on the 3.
How, the Marion County, Washington County game, like you said, it brings all the celebrities out, doesn't it?
Oh, man. famous past statistician.
Taught him and
you taught him everything they know.
no, he taught me everything I know.
2nd down and goal on the 3. Floyd out of the shotgun. Washington County threatening. The snap, the give. Here we go. Dawson, left side. I think he got in. Touchdown, Washington County. So Dawson gets his first touchdown of the evening. So with 3:56 remaining in the first quarter of play, it's 13-0 Commanders. Romero will be out for the point after. Floyd with the hold. There's the snap, the set, the kick is up. Boy, this one was close. Marion County came after it, but it'll be good. So with 3:56 remaining in the first quarter of play, it is 14-0, Washington County leading Marion County. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. With Ellery's big run, but Dawson punches it in from 3 yards. Romero's kick is good. It's 14-0.
Yeah, how being 159 yards offense already for Washington County, barely 2/3 into the first quarter. So just a really, really good night, both offensively and defensively so far early for Washington County.
So the kick again straight away, and Yanis will watch it bounce. He smacks it down at the 11, but picks it back up. Here he goes. 18, 20, 25, stopped at the 25-yard line. That's where we'll see Marion County start on the offense. It'll be 1st and 10 Marion County on their own 25. Left to right's how they'll move. 3:48 to go in the first quarter of play. 14-0, Washington County leading Marion County in the border war.
How that time Dallas Clark did exactly what you want him to do on kick coverage. He stayed in his lane outside, came all the way down till he got even with the running back, and then closed in on him and was the first one there to make the tackle on Yanis.
1st and 10, Marion County. Sullivan trips to the right, 2 wide outs to the left. Boy, they are looking pass all the way, and here's Sullivan back to pass. Left-hand side, it's going to be complete as, picking it up is going to be John Adams, but he had to really reach for that. I think give him maybe about 5 yards. We'll say 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Hal, and a good thing that he didn't catch it clean, or he had a lot of room down here. They had a wide out here to block, and he had plenty of room in front of him. It looks like Washington County caught blitz that time. I think Dallas Clark should have been out on him, or else your outside linebacker, and I think Washington County blitzed on him. Yeah.
Second down and 5. Abel on the move. Now the fake in the give is going to go over to John Adams. Adams caught up. No gain, maybe a yard loss. Third down and at least 5 there, Skinner.
Yeah, Hal. And again, Washington County's run defense held them. If anything, they lost a half a yard. Really been strong early today, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Marion County to throw the ball more and more.
Again, if you're traveling this evening, you want to listen to this game and our app is not working, we want to encourage you. You can always go to our Facebook page and download our temporary app that we have. I won't go through that with you, Skinner. You'll be all right. We'll get it fixed.
Yeah.
We'll get it fixed. Third down and 4. Just didn't have it fixed for tonight on the 31. They tried hard. Sullivan back to throw. Oh, nice pass off the left side. It's complete at the 30 up to the 32-yard line. I think that was Yantis again.
Alcantara on the tackle. Man, he is.
Corrected. That was no Abel with the catch.
And how Alcantara, it looked like he was going to get, 10, 12 yards on that play. And Alcantara just came out of nowhere. Leading tackler for Washington County this year. Really having a big year at his middle linebacker position.
So it will be 4th down and 2. And they will again set up on the offense, but Eric Sagerson doesn't like something. He calls a timeout. So timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. 1:57 to go in the first quarter of play. Washington County 14, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Fourth and 2. Sullivan. Will he go for it? Nope.
How you got to be
back for the
feeling
punt.
they're setting something up. They're seeing how Washington County's
They're
playing.
going to look for a big play here.
Yeah.
Sullivan, he's had some good punts tonight and getting some good rolls. And this one will hit at the 37 and take a Washington County roll this time, or Washington County bounce to the 40-yard line. So with 1:50 remaining in the first quarter of play, 14-0 Washington County. We'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 40. Yeah, Robinson, Wimsett,
and Wethington.
Was that who it was? I thought
Yeah,
Robinson,
that's what it
Wimsett, and
And
Goatley.
No.
I thought Goatley was in there. What happened to him?
He was there just for show, didn't know anything. He didn't know a yak
Robinson
from rack,
was
he didn't know yards after the catch or, run after the catch.
First
He
and
didn't have
10
a
on
clue
the
about it.
40. Here come the Commanders, right to left upfield, and Dawson gets the first give. Busts through the line, 45, 48, down the 49-yard line. He's running at will. Marion County really struggling to stop Dawson here tonight.
I'm going to make some of our U of L fans that are listening mad, but he does run a lot like Benny Snell that UK's running back. He's so big and he just runs so hard. He can spin. He's got a little bit of speed. Just really hard kid to take down one-on-one, and he's getting, 6, 7, 8 yards every time he carries the ball, just like he did last week against Thomas Nelson.
8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2. Floyd out of the shotgun. To his left is Dawson. Takes the snap, back to throw. Looking, getting some pressure, rolls to the right. Pass downfield is going to be incomplete. Boy, that was intended that time for Alcantara. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Yeah, almost made a great catch. How he just leaped up. The ball's a little bit overthrown and had it, but when he hit the ground, it just came out of his hands. Nice play. I like that on Washington County, though. I love when teams that are running the ball good on 3rd and short go play action and try to hit something quick down the field and get a big gain instead of just running the ball up middle and trying to get 1 or 2 yards.
3rd and 2 on the Commander 48. Floyd draws them. Flag. Offsides, Marion County. First down, Washington County. The old secret play.
Yeah, now they call it a simulated
Oh, they're going
snap.
to call this on. Let's wait here a
Oh,
second.
they waved it off.
It's going to be on Washington?
Oh, goodness. Man, I did not see that. Looks
Boy, I
like
didn't
the
catch
Marion
that
County
one.
player jumped.
Certainly did.
Yeah, they're calling it in on Washington.
The old secret play backfired. Washington County notorious for doing that for many years.
I'll run it again.
3rd and 7 now. They move it back to the Commander 43. Floyd takes it, gives to Dawson. Dawson makes a run for it, makes it 45-50, 45-40. Look at him go 30. He's headed down that sideline 20. Still on the sideline 10. Touchdown, Commanders.
57 yards, Hal B. 2 touchdowns tonight, 6 last week. Man, he is going to get up there in the state scoring if he keeps doing this, the rate he's going.
His 2nd touchdown tonight.
And how he was hit hard at the, about the 25-yard line. I don't know why he stayed in bounds. I thought he was going out. Marion County kid hit him solid, and he just tiptoed down that sideline and kept his balance and, busted into the end zone. Another 60-yard drive for Washington County.
So we'll set up for the point after with Romero. Set, the kick is up, and the kick is good. He is 3 for 3. 54 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. It's Washington County 21, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Touchdown number 2, Romero with field goal number, or I should say point after number 3, as he's been perfect tonight. 21-0 Skinner, Commanders on top.
Yeah, Hal B, everything going Washington County's way early. Over 200 yards total offense so far.
Swift kick, one of the upbacks from Marion County takes it, and boy, lays his head down 40, 45 to the 46-yard line. What a number of that player. Is that Connor Higdon? I think so, or 52, Henry Hagan. Maybe that's Henry Hagan. That's who it is. He'll line up on the line. He's one of the upbacks. What he got, he just laid his head down and just started moving.
Yeah, Hal, looked like he'd run the ball before.
I know, it did.
Usually those guys with 50s
got
or
about
higher
15 yards, so
yeah, they catch it.
Nice job.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Marion County. Really nice field position, close to the midfield. They're on their own 47. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Be nice to get some momentum going out this first quarter for Marion County. And the give goes over right tackle. Flag down on the play. We'll see up to the 49-yard line. With that run was Adams.
Yeah, Hal, and I think one thing you did see too, Marion County. Yeah, and we saw it in the Bardstown game. Marion County, had that block good originally. It looked like he had a nice hole. Their backs, I just don't think have the speed to get out there, and make a big play like Washington County's able to do, and Washington County's defenders are running them down, because it looked like that was going to go for at least 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, hold on Marion County. So that'll move it back. He'll see first down. It'll mark it back to about the 35. So first down and 22.
He's still not there.
Sullivan out of the shotgun. Trips to the right, one wide out to the left. Sullivan with the snap. Back to throw. Looks left, now looks right. Now he's in trouble. Needs to get out, and he passes downfield. It's incomplete. It will be 2nd down and 22.
Great coverage by Jonathan Floyd, Hal. And I think that time Marion County was looking to go to the slot receiver on the seam on the left side, and Washington County's coaches got Dallas Clark over there just right before the snap, and they took that away. I know Sullivan looked there and then looked it off, and then really good coverage by Jonathan Floyd. Jonathan has about played defensive back as well as he has quarterback. He's done a really, really good job back there at a cornerback. Early in the year, he started him safety. It looked like they moved him up here to cornerback, and he's done a really, really good job.
2nd down and 22. Marion County on their own 35. Little dump pass left side and dropped off the left side, incomplete. It was intended for Noah Abel. He bobbled it a little bit, but couldn't hold on to it. It's going to be 3rd down and 22.
Yeah, Hal, and here's the old axiom, what do you do? What do you call on 3rd and 22? It doesn't matter a lot. I would think Marion County's either going to have to go deep or they're going to have to do a screen. I don't know that they can protect Sullivan. Washington County's got a lot of pressure on him. If they can protect him long enough to get the ball deep down the sideline.
3rd down and 22. Sullivan back to throw. Has an open receiver here on the right side. Doesn't see him. He's wide open. Now he'll tuck it under and run. Downfield, he'll not go. Gets up to the 35, 38, down to the 40-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. Wide open was James Riley. Riley didn't have anybody 10 yards around him.
Yeah, Hal, unfortunately for him, he had rolled to the left side and was looking down the left side of the field and couldn't find anybody. And then he decided to take it up and run and ended up maybe getting 2 or 3 yards.
So it'll be 4th down and I'm going to say about 17.
Marion
Ball
County
on the 40. Marion County always lines up on 4th down.
Yeah.
They have tonight for the fake, and Sullivan will move back, or he tries to draw him off, but now he's going to move back, and he'll be punting from the Marion County 30. Floyd back to receive the punt. Nice punt. Oh, it's going to be over the head of Floyd. Nope, Floyd takes it at the 25-yard line. Now trying to make something happen. He goes up field. Now he'll go lateral, left to right. He gets up to the 29, down to the – now he gets pushed back to about the 27-yard line. He went back and forth just to try and find an open hole, and he just couldn't make it work, Jimmy.
Yeah, Hal, and I think that's one Washington County's coaches might tell him when it's overlooked, just catch the ball. If you don't have anything, just go down. We don't need you hurting that ankle again. We're up 21 to nothing. Everything's gone our way. Let's just go down and let's just line it up, and get our offense out there.
1 quarter complete here at the Bennett R. Lewis Field in Springfield. Your score, Washington County 21, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. High school, Washington County leads Marion County 21-0. Hal Good, Jimmy Weatherington, John Graves will be joining us after the game for the post game. 1st and 10, Washington County on their own 27. Straight up the middle to the 29-yard line. We'll see Ellery with a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Good first quarter, Skinner, by the Washington County Commanders.
Yeah, and I would say you would have to, after that horrible game against KCD, I would say the last 5 quarters for Washington County probably about as well as they played for a long time, Hal. You couldn't do any better that quarter. I don't know, did Marion County get a first down? If they did, it wasn't 1 or 2. And, Washington County scored on all 3 drives.
2nd down 8 on the 29. Floyd the fake, back to throw, getting some pressure. He's going to hit up here on the far side. Washington County 35 down to the 39-yard line, was able to find DeWitt. DeWitt gets the first down for Washington County.
Yeah, a little flare pass out of the backfield, and he made a nice pass to Daniel, just turned it up and, ran up and got knocked out about the 40-yard line, and Washington County set up 1st down and 10 again, their own 40-yard line.
1st and 10, Washington County on their own 40, moving upfield. Nice catch by DeWitt. Cheatham here on the near side. Here we go again with Floyd. The give goes to Ellery. Ellery off the right side. Away he goes. 44, 45, dives to the 47-yard line. Nice run. Could be 2nd down and short yardage
again
for Washington County.
Some of that patience we're seeing out of him. You're seeing a freshman grow up right here. He came down the line on a little stretch play, waited to see the hole developed, and when he did, he hit it up in there quick and got a nice about an 8-yard gain on 1st down. 2nd
down and 3. On the 48. They're saying 2nd down and 2 on the board, but boy, it looks longer than that.
That was psychology. You know, we want the other team to think we got less yards for first down than we actually do.
Floyd, the fake to Ellery, back to throw. Oh, he's
Screen.
getting pressure. He's looking, play action. Now he tucks it under, upfield, gets back to maybe about the 48 there again. So it is going to be third down in short yardage.
Yeah, Hal, and that screen pass has not worked well for Washington County all year. That time, Marion County read it. I don't know what they're doing, if they're linemen or tipping it off or what, but we've seen them run it about every game this year, and it hasn't worked very well at all. So somehow they're just tipping off their screen, and the defense knows just as soon as they go through that line, that screen pass.
We'll say third down and 3. Gosh, I'd go Dawson or Ellery on this. Try and get that first down. On the 47, they go Ellery. Little student body left, breaks one defender, makes the turn. He'll get the first down and more, 50, 45, 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 39. Boy, he's fast.
And we got a flag too, Hal, and I think that might be another personal foul on Marion County.
Marion County's clapping.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah, let's see. I thought the way he tackled him, it might be a personal foul.
We'll see as the white cap comes out. Personal foul.
Marion County's
Another horse collar.
Yeah.
Marion
They're
County.
tackling
That's the
high.
second.
Yeah. They're tackling real high, Hal, at the end. You know, when that's something that officials, and rightly so, are putting a big emphasis on. You need to, you can't drag anybody down around their head or around their neck. You need to keep these kids safe. And so far tonight, there's 2 of them that they called on Marion County.
So after that, it'll move it all the way down to the 24, Skinner, where it'll be first and 10, Washington County on that night 24. Wideouts on either side. Near side to us is Wheatley. They'll give it to Dawson. Dawson makes the turn, 20 to the 19, stopped at the 19.
Yeah, that time, Hal, Marion County did a little bit better job of forcing it inside. Still, he got about 4 yards. A little bit better defense by Marion County that time. They forced him inside and limited him to about a 4-yard gain.
Second down, 6. We'll mark it on the 20. 21-0, Washington County leading Marion County. 9:51 to go in the first half. Wheatley wide to the right. Floyd out of the shotgun. Give to Dawson. Dawson off the right side. Finds a hole. Gets to the 15, down to the 11. I believe he'll get the first down.
Yeah, Hal, he's going to.
But I don't think it'll be first and go.
Yeah, going to be first and 10 at about the 12-yard line. Looks like where they're going to spot it.
So nice gain. First down, Washington County.
And how
on the 11.
When you can run the ball with the success Washington County's had, you can do anything in your playbook. It's just so easy to set up play action when you're getting 7-8 yards every time you run the ball.
Timeout, Marion County. We'll take a timeout. 9:33 to go in the first half. Washington County 21, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Zero here at the Ben R. Lewis Field. Washington County leading Marion County. After 1 quarter of play, Kentucky Country Day 7, Bethlehem 0. Washington County first and 10. On the Marion 12, Coach Alan Harmon just trying to get his team to hold the line. Floyd takes the step, gives to Dawson. Student body left, makes a turn 10. Nice block, 5, 4, 3. Stopped at the 3.
Hal, and he just absolutely ran over somebody out there. I mean, just squared his shoulders up to the line of scrimmage and just ran over him and got down to around. Looks like they're going to call him first down and goal at about the 2-yard line.
First and goal on the 2. Well, this is Dawson territory. He's been running amok. Let him finish this one off. Cross the T, dot the I, whatever you want to call it. The snap, the give to Dawson. Right side, heads in, touchdown, Washington County. Dawson, 2 yards out.
Hal being 9 quarters of play, well, actually 6 quarters of play. I'm sorry, that's 9 touchdowns is what I was trying to say. In less than 6 quarters of plays, that's 9 touchdowns for Dawson.
9:09 remaining in the first half. 27-0 Washington. Romero for the point after. Floyd with the hold. The kick is up, and this one's high. Did it make it? He still got it. I'm not so sure.
He's going to be tired here, Halby, as much as he's had to kick off and to kick the extra points. They might have to bring the backup kicker in.
He's been perfect tonight, so that's good. 4 for 4. Well, 9:09 remaining in the first half. Your score, Washington County 28, Marion County 0. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. His third touchdown of the evening. This one was 2 yards out. Extra point good. Skinner, 28-0, Washington County.
And Halby, if my math is right, Washington County with 292 yards total offense already tonight. They've had 2 60-yard drives, a 99-yard drive, and that was a 73-yard drive.
Washington County's just been on a roll. I'm not taking anything away from this Marion County team, but it's just been Washington County, and their running is just kept going where it started last Friday night. Kick taken by one of the upbacks from Marion County, 29-30 down to the 32-yard line. That was Rakes.
Nice tackle by Daniel DeWitt, too. Wrapped him up, brought him down. Nice tackle.
So Marion County will have it. 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to say on the 34, Marion County 34. What do you do if Coach Al Harmon in this? You know, Washington County's been rolling, but if you're a coach, they say, hey, it's a rivalry game. You've got to get right back in this game, and we can.
Yeah, I don't know if they can, Hal. I just don't know that they've got the athletes to do it. I mean, we've just seen, in the running plays, they just can't beat Washington County's linebackers to the corner. And he's been getting a lot of pressure when he goes back to pass the ball.
Sullivan back to throw, getting pressure, trying to get out of it. And, boy, Skinner, you must have read that play as Sullivan will be brought back all the way to the 15.
Yeah, Hal.
Rayleigh and Hayden both in there on that.
And Washington County's getting closer and closer and closer every time he goes back to snap. And, the hardest thing is when you can't run the ball. And the reason Washington County can do anything they want is because they can run the ball. If they want to go back, and play action off of it, throw deep, it's going to be there if they can hit it. But when you can't run the ball, when you get one-dimensional, these linemen, they're not worried about anything except teeing off and getting back to that quarterback.
Second down, and, boy, 7-yard line. Second down, 17.
You probably have to go to a screen or something like that here, Hal, because, like I said, they just cannot block Washington County's defensive line.
Sullivan the snap, back to throw, looks over the middle. It's going to be complete at the 35, 37, down to the 41-yard line. Great catch in there, and Sullivan was able to fall back in the pocket, find his receiver, and a good catch by Marion County's Noah Abel.
Yeah, Hal, but Noah just ran down about 15 yards, turned around, and Sullivan made a nice pass because he threw it over Dallas Clark, who actually was in pretty good position. They were playing zone defense, and it just got right over his hand. And Marion County, their first big play of the night.
3rd down and 2.
I'd almost run a quarterback draw right here, Hal.
Sullivan.
At this short of a distance.
Sullivan. Offsides, Washington County. I don't know if they caught that or not. Pass over the middle. Complete at the 47-yard line. That's a first down, Marion County.
Now, and that's either their first or second.
Abel
first
with that,
down.
Luke Abel. But I saw Wheatley. Wheatley was over the line, it looked like, and the officials didn't catch that offsides, Washington County.
Yeah, Hal, I thought he was too, and I thought there was going to be a flag, but I looked out and there wasn't any. That time, that was just a little 5 or 6 yard route, and Sullivan hung in there and made a nice throw. Marion County's in business at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Marion County Sullivan out of the shotgun, wideouts on either side. Takes the snap, back to throw, off the left side. It's complete at the 48. close to the 46, all the way down. Nope, looks like he'll be at the 46-yard line. But another great catch out there by Noah Abel for Marion County.
Yeah, how being what Marion County's done, coaches have done, they've adjusted since they can't protect Sullivan. You know, they're just having him take a two-step drop, 2-3-step drop, and throw these little 5- and 6-yard routes, and they're going to just try to go, 5 or 6, 7 yards at a time and get the ball downfield, looks like.
Well, you got Abel and Yantis here on the near side, and Sullivan likes those targets. 2nd down and 4 on the Commander 45. Here's Sullivan back, 2 steps, looking, getting pressure. Now he'll tuck it in. Now he makes the pass. Open receiver at the 35, down to the 30. Still on his feet is going to be Adams. Adams gets down to the 21, finally stopped at the 21-yard line. But nice job by Sullivan. If they can keep that Commander defense off of him, he's flexible enough to make something happen offensively.
Yeah, Hal, and that time he broke away, and it looked like he was going to run the ball, and when the Washington County defender come up, he just stopped, popped it over his head. Really smart play by Sullivan. Marion County's getting a little bit of a rhythm here in their passing game now, throwing these shorter passes.
1st and 10 on the Commander 24. Sullivan moving the Knights downfield. Sullivan out of the shotgun. Takes the snap low, but able to pick it up. Now he's looking, rolls to the left, still looking. Pass downfield is complete at the 21. Pushed out of bounds will be Marion County on that one. With the catch is Yantis. Wheatley with the stop.
Yeah, about a 4-yard gain, Hal. And like I said, Marion County's being successful here, throwing these shorter passes. Sullivan just set up, take a couple step drop, look and see who's open, and dump it off.
6:09 remaining in the first half. 28-0, Washington County leading Marion County, but the Knights threatening. 2nd down and 6 on the Commander 20. Sullivan the snap, back to throw, rolls to the right, looking, throws downfield, incomplete. Had Luke Abel in line. It will be 3rd down.
Yeah, Luke ran a flag route on that, Hal, being he was wide open, and Sullivan just could not drop the ball into him, or that would have been a touchdown, Marion County.
3rd down and 6.
Something else Marion County's doing too, Hal, Washington County that time blitzed up the middle. They're rolling Sullivan out. They can't just let him sit back in that pocket because Washington County's put too much pressure on him. So Marion County's coach has done a really good job adjusting their offense to get Sullivan a little bit more time, get him away from the pocket, and throw shorter, quicker passes.
3rd and 6. Here's Sullivan rolling to the right, getting pursuit. Now he's looking. He'll tuck it under, heads for the 1st down, gets to the 12. Think he got it from here. He was stopped at the 11 or 12. We'll see.
He needed to get about the
14-yard
line, I think, Hal, and I think they got him down about the 11, 12-yard line, so that's going to be first down.
He got the 1st down. Sullivan, boy, he's really come out in this series. He is playing excellent.
Yeah, he has really been good this series. Hal, taking his time, even though he got sacked and he's been rushed a little bit, he's taking his time, rolling out, finding people open. If they're not open, that time he ran the ball, the time before, they came up like, thought he was going to run, and he just dropped it off to the receiver over the defender's head.
1st and 10 on the Commander 13. Sullivan on 1st down, rolls to the left, looking in zone. He'll throw. It is going to be complete. Touchdown, Marion County. Sullivan able to follow all the way in. Yantis from 13 yards for the score.
Yeah, Hal, and I think Marion County's coaches have found something, rolling Sullivan out and, throwing these quicker, shorter passes. That time, he ran right down the field and scored. Now it's up to Washington County's coaches. Okay, what are we going to do to, get some pressure on him and not let him, throw these little shorter passes?
Connor Higdon, the senior, out for the point after. 5:31 to go in the first half. Higdon's kick will be up short and
wide.
This one will be no good. So with 5:31 to go in the first half, Washington County leads Marion County 28-6. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK.
They
Sorry to catch you off
That's
guard
all right,
there.
no problem. They sprint him out and then
A
throw
couple of
quicker
your
passes.
fans there checking in on you. They're on Facebook Live with Washington County, so appreciate the tech team from
My
Washington
oldest son
County.
said, "Nice job, Dad. He must want some money."
So it must have some bills needing paid.
I'll be too. We need
So
to
anyway,
mention,
6 and the extra
Yeah.
point no good. So 28-6.
we need to mention too. We've got probably the greatest
Legends.
stats team
Legendary.
in Washington County high school history, if not Kentucky
Outside
history.
kick by Marion County. I believe Washington County was able to fall on it.
Yes, sir. And
But it is Washington County ball. But nice job by Marion County to go for the onside kick.
And they were lucky that time.
Christopher Rayleigh fell
Christopher
on it.
Rayleigh, yeah.
Go ahead and brag on them guys down there. We'll sit up here in a minute.
Right here,
so we'll be
the
ready to
best
go.
stats team in Washington County High School, if not the state of Kentucky history. We got Mr. Bill Robinson, Johnny Wimsett, and, of course, the guy that just kind of cleaned up a little bit after him and kind of hung off through shirt tails, Jimmy Weathington.
Hey, listen, I don't know why they don't bring the cameras on you all. Audio's just not enough for you guys.
Hey,
Turn them cameras around here.
autographs will be sold after the game, $10.
We're missing
apiece,
one
okay?
unit here, though. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. 1st and 10 on the 49.
I don't know
Let's
who
go
you're
with
talking
Washington
about.
County. Now the shotgun. Here we go. Right side Floyd still looking. Oh, he's
Wide
going to go
open.
deep. All the way down, looking downfield. DeWitt
He
comes
caught
up
it.
with it
Woo.
at the 15-yard line.
Wow.
DeWitt reels it in, but what about Floyd? Caught the backfield, couldn't find a receiver, was going to go short, decides to go long, and DeWitt reels it in.
How I think
Nice
that was set
play.
up like that. I think they did a fake screen to him, and they did a fake screen up here to Wheatley, and DeWitt, when the defenders come up, just took off down the field. A great pass and a great catch. I mean, he just laid out and caught it. I thought it was overthrown, and nice catch down the 15-yard line.
About a 40-yard pass. 1st and 10 in the red zone. On the night 16, here's Ellery off the left side. Ellery cuts back in at the 10, gets to the 9, stopped at the 7. Big plays here tonight on both ends.
Yes,
that last
sir. Yes,
series
sir.
for Marion County was phenomenal.
And they needed that help.
Sullivan
Yeah.
put out there that we have come to play.
Yeah, exactly. And Marion County needed it because we're looking at a running clock if they didn't take that down and punch it in. Now they're giving themselves a chance, they're staying in the game. If they can get a stop here, to
They'll mark it on the
tighten it
8,
up.
Skinner. 2nd down 2 on the 8. Here's Ellery again. Spun around the 5, gets to the 4, still on his feet to about the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal, maybe on the 2.
Yeah, how Ellery and Dawson both are running the ball extremely hard tonight. Really good looking running backs and a good change of pace. Dawson is so big, and just can run over you. And Ellery's more of a scooter, but that time he just ran over the Marion County player.
1st and goal on the 2. Floyd with the give. This is going to be Ellery off the right side. Strong arm. Somebody lays his head down in the end zone. That's a touchdown, Washington County.
Yeah,
Commanders. Ellery 2 yards out for 6.
And that time looked like he was going to get tackled back in the backfield about the 5-yard line and outran him and then put a stiff arm on the other defender and then, ran into the goal line. So
Well, I'm not going to take anything away from that touchdown run, but, man, I am still thinking of that play from Floyd to DeWitt.
Yeah.
What a great play. That was awesome.
How you won't see much better of a high school catch than that or at any level. Just great pass and a great layout by DeWitt on that catch.
High snap, Romero kick up. How about this young man? This young man just keeps getting called on and comes back. 4:26 to go in the first half. It is Washington County leading Marion County 35-6. You're listening to high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Nice run by Washington County's Ellery, 2 yards out. Extra point good. We're at 35-6. Washington County leading Marion County. 4:26 to go here in the first half of play. So we'll see Marion County have another opportunity here to put some points on the board as Yantis takes it at the 12. Right to left he'll move. 15, 20, 25. Looking to make the corner. 30, 35. Knocked out of bounds as it looks like about the 40-yard line.
All right, Hal, now I'm interested to see what Washington County does. It looks like the last series they played zone most of the time, and Marion County just methodically went downfield. Don't be surprised if Washington County doesn't change up and match up outside, especially man-to-man, to try to stop those short passes that Marion County had so much success last drive.
Right. It's like they're going to say Yantis stepped out of bounds at the 36. So it will be 1st and 10 Marion County. Ball on the night, 36, moving upfield. Sullivan. Out of the shotgun. Puts one man in motion, takes a snap, back to throw, looking, still looking off the left side. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Yantis. It'll be 2nd down 10. I got to make sure I get my numbers right. I know Connor Higdon, I had kicking the point, and I had number 32, but that's not Connor Higdon. Somebody texted me and said he's not on the team. And we do also know that Jameson Epps is no longer with the team.
Yeah.
He's noticeably not out there. So a couple of players from Marion County no longer with the team. And again, with the new jerseys, we just asked for some favors here when we're trying to figure out who is who out here.
You know how that last play, Marion County had a guy flaring out of the backfield. They were looking for Paul
Sullivan,
Hayden.
low snap, takes it. He's going to be caught back for a sack. Sorry to jump in
That's
there, Jimmy,
okay.
but that thing, it fell down, and we saw Hayden come over there, and he just really caught Sullivan back at the, looks like they're going to say the 29-yard line for a big loss.
Yeah, Hal, and that's 2 really good plays in a row. Last time they had him out there on a back, and Sullivan looked for him out of the backfield, and Hayden was just running with the back. I was surprised and took that away from him. Then that made Sullivan go to a different receiver, and he just couldn't get it out there to him. Hayden is somebody, too, that has kind of maybe been overlooked. He's really had a solid year so far. We've said his name a lot every single game this year.
Good, he's having a good game tonight. 3rd down and 17. Sullivan rolls to the left, looking. He has a player open, and he hits him at the 32. Takes some steps back. That's dangerous by Noah Abel, but he gets some space. Look at him go. 35, 40 to the 41-yard line. Very dangerous to make those steps back, but he was at least able to get some yardage on that. It's going to be 4th and that's going to be a few yards. It's going to be 4th and shy.
I'm going to be surprised right here if Marion County didn't go for it. They've set up for that fake punt. Like they were going to go for it several times, and it's 35-6. They've not stopped Washington County one time. If Washington County goes down and scores this time and goes for 2, then we're looking at a running clock. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Marion County right here doesn't say, "Hey, we don't have anything to lose. We're going to go for it."
4th and 5. They faked the 4th down play and punted, but I agree with you. They may go for it this time. 4th down and 5. Long count, trying to draw Washington County off. I think he's still going to go for it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now moves them around. Who's able? Now Sullivan on 4th and short takes the snap. Looks downfield. Pass. It's looking deep. It's going to be caught at the 41-yard line by Yantis. 41 of Washington County all the way to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Marion County.
And what a great throw and catch, Hal B. Wasn't as good as the one from Jonathan Floyd to DeWitt, but just a nice job of dropping that ball over his shoulder. Yannis jumped up and took the ball away and kept Marion County in their drive alive here inside the Washington County territory at about the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 on the Washington 37. The snap. Sullivan on the keeper. Called up, brought down. Rayleigh got him at the 42.
Yeah, Hal, and he just shoved his blocker out of the way and just took Sullivan down. Great job of exactly the way you teach it, shedding the blocker and then making the tackle also.
Loss of about 4. 2nd down and 14.
How Washington County has had several interceptions this year, and they've pretty much got Marion County one-dimensional now throwing the ball. And don't be surprised if you don't see an interception here next drive or 2.
Sullivan, a little dump pass off the right side. It's going to be complete. That's James Riley. Riley downfield. Gets to the 36, maybe the 35-yard line. It's still going to be 3rd down and long. Or, 4th down. That's right. How about 4th down and about 8? But Sullivan's done a good job. That last fourth down was able to get the first down, put Marion County in great field position here on the Commander 35.
I think it is third down.
Yeah, I heard on the PA fourth, so I'm right. Third down and 8.
Yeah.
I shouldn't listen to the PA announcer
Yeah,
down
that
there.
guy.
Third and 8. There's the snap. Sullivan rolls to the left, getting pursuit. Back to throw, lofting downfield. It's going to be caught by Yanis at the 10. Did he hang on to it? Yes, he did. Gets all the way to the 9. It's going to be first and goal, Marion County.
Yeah, how be, and they've got Yanis. They had the last time they had Clark on him, that time Wheatley. They're probably going to have to look at putting probably Jonathan Floyd on him. He's just a little bit too big for them. I mean, they're running with him step for step. Ooh,
holding Marion County. Oh.
But,
ay caramba.
Yeah, and, they're running step for step. They're doing all they can, but he's just, several inches taller than them, and he's just jumping up and catching the ball over them. So Washington County's probably going to look at, having to have Cheatham or Jonathan Floyd, switch over and stay with Yanis.
55 seconds left to go in the first half. Stay tuned at the half. Bernard Smalley, head coach of the Washington County Commanders, will be joining us. Talk to Bernard in a few moments.
Yeah, he's really excited about his team this year. Thinks he's going to have a really, really good team.
So third down and 13. They'll move it back to the 40-yard line of Washington County. Still moving downfield with Sullivan and the Knights. Sullivan the snap, back to throw. Getting pursuit. Passes it downfield, complete at the 34, down to the 30, to the 28-yard line, shy of the first down, but that's Luke Abel down there.
And that's going to be a hold. Now, I thought, ineligible receiver downfield, but it should have been a hold too, because I didn't see the Marion County defender's jersey number. It's hard to read it, but he had the Washington County player in the back and just held his jersey right there in the middle of the field, to keep him away from Sullivan.
Coach Alan Harmon out on the field. Not happy. I don't know if he's not happy with the penalty or the call. Looks like he's not happy with the penalty by his player.
Yeah.
2 back-to-back, especially when you had it
first
and go.
Yeah.
Just 48 seconds to go. So here we go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 here on the near side. Sullivan stands just on the other side of that 50-yard line, back to throw. He's going to try and get through defenders. He's caught, brought down at the 50. Hayden, Riley. Well, they've had a big night tonight.
Yeah, how the whole Washington County defensive line has really put a lot of pressure on Sullivan. And again, they've got him in a situation where it's 4th and about 23 or so. They're at midfield, needed the 27. You got to feel like Marion County probably will just run the clock down if they can, and maybe if I was Washington County, if I had a timeout, I'd call it, because Marion County's going to run the clock down with just a couple seconds left and throw a Hail Mary.
They got a timeout left. I don't
think
Marion
if I was
County
Washington County, I'd have called timeout with about 20 seconds left to make them punt the ball.
I don't know.
Yeah, there they go. They call timeout now.
Yeah,
what I think they're going to do, they're just going to throw a Hail Mary, because they're either going to catch it and get a touchdown. The half's going to end. If Washington County would have called timeout at 20 seconds, it would have probably forced Marion County to punt.
Both teams have 1 timeout, so we'll keep it right here during this break as we're getting ready to come up at the half. With just 2 seconds to go here in the first half. It is Washington County 35, Marion County 6. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at some stats. Are those guys down there yapping, or are they keeping stats for you tonight?
They can
Robinson,
kick out some stats.
Where's Goatley at down there? Look at there. Where's Goatley at down there, you guys?
Are we going to have stats at halftime?
I don't know, man.
He is one of the most favorite statisticians of Jimmy Wethington. He loved Goatley when he kept stats. You. Yeah. I know how much you were fond of him and
never did someone who did so little.
That you
no, never did someone who did so little get so much. Goatley's going to. If he comes, I told him to come up here to the booth. If he does, he's probably going to bring a club or something up here and just not put a knot on my head with this. I've been texting him.
He'll put our old buddy Hunter's Heroes on you. You know they're pretty tight.
I'm sure old Hunter will probably have a few.
They're pretty tight.
He'll probably have my name in there a couple of times.
We'll look at the crystal ball tomorrow morning at 8:35. Well, you're right. Look at how Washington County is lining up. They're lining up deep because it's 4th down and 23, and the ball's right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, the half's going to end on this play.
Yeah, it'll be one play. Looks a flag or something happens. But
yeah.
Sullivan has the arm. There's no question. So let's see what happens here on 4th and 23. Sullivan out of the shotgun, takes a snap, back to throw. Time runs off the clock. Little dump pass over the middle. It's going to be complete. That's Noah Abel. Upfield, 40. Look at him. Breaks loose, gets to the 35, and stopped at the 36-yard line. And that's where we'll see our first half be complete. We're at the half here at the Bennett Lewis Field, and your score is Washington County 35, Marion County 6. Border War 2017. Thoughts about the first half, Skinner?
Well, Hal, it couldn't have gone any better for Washington County. And matter of fact, I think we're a little surprised, being a rivalry game like it is. We thought it would be a little bit closer. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Washington County scored every time they had the ball this half, running the ball, throwing the ball, doing whatever they want. And also the defense, other than that last drive, defense has been pretty solid tonight, put a lot of pressure on Sullivan, has completely taken Marion County out of the running game. They have not even attempted to run, other than quarterback rollout, the last quarter or so.
We're at the half here at the Ben R. Lewis Field in Springfield. Your score, Washington County leads Marion County 35-6. Keep it right here. When we come back, we'll have some halftime comments for you. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK.
Presents their 2017 show, The Yellow Wallpaper. The band is on the list of the soundtrack of Black Kitchen. The gift band is Caitlin Matrix. Tomorrow, the band will be in competition at North Laurel High School in London, Kentucky.
not sure who or with my yellow wallpaper. It is as warm as the sun and as relaxing as its rays. I am in my own version of paradise. Being among this wallpaper transforms me to another world, a world of fascinating beauty and mystery. And sometimes, when you listen really closely, the wallpaper will begin to tell its stories. I'm not sure who or what is behind this wallpaper, but it is the most beautiful voice I have ever heard.
how do you compare teams? I mean, you've had so many teams, but let's just talk about as Commander head coach. Last year, and I'll let you talk about it, you had a couple of really nice players that have moved on. I know you're going to miss them, but you've got a couple, as you've already mentioned, with Willis and with Hurst that are going to step up and fill some of the gap. But what do you look for when you start comparing your team, since you are a relatively new coach for the Commanders?
Right. I know we're going to play. One thing I know, our squad is going to play hard. We know that. But, you take away Yoakum. Yoakum was just unreal. Unreal. He almost broke the screw record. I take blame for that. I thought the screw record was like 51, I'm sorry, but it was actually 46. He had 43. But, a kid like that, a great kid, and, he just put the team on his back most of the games and just, they say, come join me. And but this year we'll be kind of a different team. We still have shooters. We still going to run up and down the floor. We're going to have 4 seconds to get the ball from one end of the court to the other end of the court. But these kids, man, I tell you how it just. I'm excited. But just because the fact that I know those kids are going to give you every single thing they have.
Talking to Bernard Smalley, head coach of the Washington County Commander boys basketball team. Sometimes around the state, the 5th region tends to be left out. Don't know why that is, but sometimes it is. But I think some of the best basketball you can see is in the 5th region. What about the boys' 5th region this year? What do you see?
That's true. You look at it last year. Boo Brewer, you can never count him out. I mean, Boo will be, he won't have the guards, but he'll be 6'6", 6'6". But, May Starward, he first year at Taylor County, came in and won the region. Everybody was looking at Adair and everybody looking at Bardstown, but Mays came in from Casey County, was able to win the region. He's got one of the probably the best player in the region in the Smith kid. He's a junior, and I think Moorhead already offered him a scholarship. And little Irvin kid is back. And, Taylor's loaded. Yeah, they can flat play, and we opened with them our first home game of the year. So, to be the best, you got to beat the best. So we scheduled Taylor this year, and you look at North Hardin, they're going to be loaded. Adair County's got the number one freshman in the nation. The kid from Bowling Green, led Bowling Green to a state championship, and now he's at Adair County. Adair's coach was his AAU coach, so now he's at Adair. He's number one rated freshman in the nation. So all your Hardin teams going to always be good teams, and across the board, Marion County, Coach Irvin, he's going to have a nice squad. But the district's going to be odd without our man Artie Braden. Artie's not coaching no more, and if Artie you're listening, I'll be glad to have you on my staff.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of other coaches that are saying the same thing. He is quite a coach, that's for sure. Artie Braden is. So I don't know. For some reason, I just don't think we've seen the last of an Artie Braden in coaching. We're talking to Bernard Smalley, head coach of the Washington County Commanders. All right, tell me who you open up. You said you open up with Taylor. When's that come up? And, I always like to keep up with the Christmas tournaments in December and other tournaments you might be playing in. Can you pass along any of that?
We opened up on the road to Richard Model, and Richard Model is a well coach. That'll be a big test for us. And our first home game is Taylor County, and the dates I don't know for sure. Christmas tournament, we're playing in Campbellsville. We're staying close at home, playing Campbellsville. There'll be 3 games. We know we drew Gallatin County in the Campbellsville invitation. That'll be after Christmas, I think 26th, 27th, 28th of December. We playing it's like 3 days. We play 4 games in 3 days in Berea. Who we play yet, I don't know. But, and then of course, we got your district teams, and I think we got Taylor. We picked up Taylor. We picked up Buller Central. We used to play Buller Central back in the day. I think we picked up Henry County. So we got some different teams on our schedule. So it's going to be exciting. And I'm going to tell you, winning 19 games. This past year was my 3rd year, and going into it, I thought this year would be the year. I didn't think we could win 19 games last year, but we did. But we got to build on that, and hopefully, got that winning mentality, and hopefully we can just build on that, and I think we have, just because of the fact that these kids, they want to come work out at 6 a.m. You 15, 16 years old, and you want to come work out at 6 a.m., and that's phenomenal.
Well, maybe we'll go to Berea. We can get my son and my nephew, as long as he doesn't bring any cousin defense with him. We'll get them to buy us dinner. Maybe they'll buy the team. They're high rollers now over in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, I know that.
But look forward to seeing you hit the court there, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it.
Bernard Smalley, head coach of the Washington County Commanders, joining us, kind of giving us a little rundown of what's coming up with Washington County. And believe it or not, it's going to be here. It's going to be here before you know it. We'll have Marion and Washington County basketball right here on 100.9 WLSK. Jim Reed, he'll be back in here, and we'll be manning the microphone, getting ready for it. Well, keep it right here. When we come back, we're at the half. Your score is Washington County 35, Marion County 6. Second half in a moment, right here on Country 100.9 WLSK. On here, Skinner, as we had the Washington County Pompettes out there, the preschool students that got out there and did their thing as they do for the cheerleading. But we're about ready to get things started here in a minute. 35-6 is your score at the half. Good. Did you get a good rest of the half?
Yeah, I got to go down to the concession.
Awesome,
and, man, their band is unbelievable.
Isn't that great?
They did just an absolutely fantastic job. And, you got to interview our buddy Bernard Smalley. Bernard is still my children's favorite coach of all time. That includes me. I coached every one of them in something, and they still would pick Bernard over me as far as a coach.
Yeah, he does a really good job, and I'm pretty biased. I'm a big Bernard fan. I went to high school with him and went over and watched him play many a game. I can remember in high school going over watching Bernard play Marion County, and Ricky Norris and Bobby Jagowitz. The late Bobby Jagowitz was on that team. I mean, it was some great basketball. I think when Bernard was a junior, I went over there, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe Philip Hayden was on that team. Philip King. I don't know. There's some good players. We had some good games over there.
Yeah.
I do remember that. And some good ones to come. They put a little more time on the clock. That's why we're just sitting here trying to men's for a few minutes till we get things started for the second half of play.
Yeah, and I would think if Washington County could come down and score and get the extra point, that puts them up 36, and that's your running clock. I would think you would see, especially Jonathan Floyd, if not Dawson and a couple of the older guys probably come out of the game and let these younger kids finish it off.
Here's our broadcast schedule for you. A week from tonight, we're going to be at Marion County. They get underway in district action. It'll be Mercer County taking on Marion County. We'll be at Marion County High School for that one. Then we get back underway. We're going to be back at Marion County on the 29th. It will be West Jessamine, another district game. Marion County and West Jessamine at Marion County High School. We rejoin Washington County as we're headed to Shawnee on October the 6th, Skinner. We'll be at Shawnee High School on October the 6th, broadcasting that game. Back on the 13th, we're here at Washington County High School as DeSales will roll into town. That'll be a big game.
I hear they've got a decent little team.
I hear they got a team that's not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Second in the state right now in 2A. It'll be quite a test for Washington County. And then we conclude our season, if you will, with Marion County at Nelson County. Nelson County struggling somewhat this year, but that's on October 27th. And then we jump into the playoffs, where we know for a fact Washington County will go to the playoffs because there's only 4 teams in the district. So
and again, I think it's a case where last year.
I think that's right. Am I right on that?
Yeah,
that's right.
Washington County.
Because Shawnee.
Beat Shawnee for that third
It'd be
spot.
Cal, DeSales, Washington County, and Shawnee.
Yeah. And it's going to be a big game again when they play Shawnee for that third spot in the district, you would say, if things play out, because, DeSales and Cal they're just in another league. They're just unbelievable how good they are. And that would keep them from having to go down to Glasgow and playing that powerhouse they've got down there at Glasgow, and then playing the second place team in that opposite district.
Now the kicker for Marion County, thanks for going down there and checking that out, is Bryce Barnett. So I know we've got that all lined up. But some of the jerseys and the new numbers and some of the players that are no longer with them. So appreciate some of those folks that are either listening or tuning in tonight here at the Ben R. Lewis Field for helping us. We like to help. I don't take it as criticism.
No, it's
I take it as
we need all the help we can get.
Thank you. I've been doing this 28 years, and their numbers keep getting smaller out there. And when they start putting camouflage on numbers, it's even tougher. I can't read any of them. We're going to keep it right here.
Yeah, we might see an onside kick again too, but Marion County, I don't think they've got anything to lose by kicking it short and then maybe making it 50-50 a chance of getting the ball back, because I think they know too if Washington County goes down and scores, then we're looking at a running clock.
Yeah, I think ultimately Marion County, they want to get that ball back in their hands. I would think you're probably right.
Just noticed my niece Olivia Mattingly looks like she's down there helping on the sidelines.
Well,
Sean
Skinner,
and Wendy's daughter.
I've come to the conclusion you're kin to everybody. Anywhere we go. We was at Thomas
Nelson
my wife
is.
Week, so.
Yeah, my wife is. She and Mattingly's there's a big herd of us.
Yeah, I know
go.
that.
Yeah.
I know that, man. You are the man, the BMOC.
I'm not even the BMOC in my house, Hal.
That's why you mentioned your wife.
Yeah.
You've done well. You've taken care of.
Definitely outkicked
You've taken care of your checklist.
Yep.
You've done well.
Yep.
You've done well. So Bryce Barnett will kick for Marion County.
When I started dating, I had to come over here where nobody knew me.
You're a Marion County guy?
Yeah.
I married a Marion County girl.
So you had to do just the opposite. You had to sneak into Marion County where nobody knew you, right?
Kicked by Marion County. Taken by Washington County. That's DeWitt at the 25, up to the 30, down to the 33-yard line. That's where we'll see. Washington County start out 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line.
My son, Matthew, or if everybody knows him slow, just tweeted me and he said, I'm like Phil Sims. I'm kin to everybody in Washington County.
Everybody will say they're kin to Phil Sims. Well, they say they're kin to Denny Good or Slow. Denny Good Jr., I should say.
There you go.
1st and 10. We're on the 32 with Washington County. Here we go off the right side. That's going to be Dawson. Dawson makes a turn. 35, 38. Down to the 40, 45. Breaks a tackle, 50. Breaks a tackle, 40. Headed to the 30, 25. Stopped at the 20-yard line.
He almost broke that tackle. The last one for a touchdown. He broke about 3 or 4 tackles. Just a really, really good running back, Hal. He is really, really putting his name out there as one of the best running backs in Central Kentucky the way he's played the last couple of weeks.
Had about 50 yards on that one.
Yeah.
Big run indeed. So puts it right on the 20-yard line of Marion County. Moving downfield with the Commanders. Left to right. Of course, out there for Washington County, John Floyd. Out of the shotgun. One wide out to the right, that's Wheatley. He'll put him in motion. There's a snap. The give's going to go to Wheatley. Little student by left. Oh, he's caught up, and he's going to be brought down for a loss at the 25.
Yeah,
Marion read it well.
Yeah, and I think they had him blocked, and I think Washington County, the Washington County blocker just thought that he had already passed him because he looked like he turned the Washington County player or the Marion County player loose and he tackled him in the backfield. Because I thought initially he had him blocked and looked like he was going to get around that corner, but he just turned him loose too soon.
Loss of 5, 2nd down and 15 on the night 25. Just underway in the third quarter of play. It is Washington County 35, Marion County 6. Out of the shotgun with Floyd. Floyd takes the snap, flips it to Dawson. Here he goes off the right side. Dawson, shake and bake at the 25, gets to the 24, maybe the 23. Not much on that one, Skinner. It's 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Hal. Marion County snuffed that one out, and they just a little quick pitch to Dawson around the right side, and just good penetration by Marion County and stopped him for a minimal gain of about a yard or 2.
3rd down, and that's sure only going to give me a yard. How about 3rd and 14?
Yeah, you got to
mark it on the 24.
We're probably going to see either Wheatley or Cheatham or somebody's going to go down the end zone this time, and you might see it. Probably going to see a pass to the end zone.
Wheatley on the right, Cheatham on the left. That's your wideouts. Ellery's in there now. He'll be to the left of Floyd. Floyd out of the shotgun, 3rd down and 14 on the night 24.
And they need to get this off. Take a little bit extra
Snap
time.
by Floyd. He'll take it, flips it to Ellery. Ellery, he's going to look for the halfback option. He's going to pass downfield. He looks to the end zone to Cheatham. Does he have it?
I think he caught it.
I think he caught it. Touchdown! It worked. Ellery able to hit Cheatham. 24 yards. Touchdown, Washington County.
A little trickeration by Washington County coaches, Al B.
Ellery.
Great play by Cheatham to catch that ball because actually they had good coverage on him.
I never would have thought Ellery would have come out there on that halfback option, but boy, he did, and gallantly was able to get Cheatham, but Cheatham is the one that really reeled it in.
Yeah, Hal.
He made that play. He was well defended.
I'm like you. I thought they were going to the end zone, but I thought, Jonathan was just going to rear back and just heave it down there to either Cheatham or Wheatley. And
Romero through the uprights, and he is perfect tonight.
Yeah, and they used a little trickeration, and now we got your running clock, Hal B. So Washington County's gotten everything that they possibly could out of this game. And just a good job by their offense that time, drive down the field and basically put this one away. You got to run a clock now. You're not going to get a lot of plays off the remaining portion of this game. And be a good time for Washington County. Maybe to put some younger kids in. Maybe their backup quarterback in, get Jonathan out, and get their backup quarterback in, let him get a little bit of experience, keep Jonathan out of harm's way, and let him rest that ankle a little bit more.
9:43 to go in the third quarter of play. 42-6, Washington County leading Marion County. Back after this timeout on 100.9 WLSK. Romero on the kick. Coming up with it on the far side is Abel. 20, 25, 30, 35 down to the 40-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds by Washington County. And again, we have the clock, and the clock is running, as Skinner said. It's 9:27 to go in the third quarter of play, 42-6. Washington County with the lead, but a running clock. This game will go pretty fast here in this second half.
Yeah, howbeit it'll be over before you turn around. Like I said, it's a good time for Washington County, maybe here and after a couple of series or so to get some young kids in, get your starters out, get them a little bit extra rest, make sure nobody gets hurt. Hal, that's 97 points from Washington County scored in a little bit over a game and a half. That's just unbelievable, the offense that they're putting up.
I don't know. They stopped the clock for some reason.
It was running until they ran the 27 seconds off.
I don't know. Anyway, here we go. 1st and 10 on the 32. Pass off the left side, incomplete. They're not running the clock.
Yeah, they stopped it again. Hal, I think somebody's not aware. I think the officials are probably, if they look up and see, they're going to tell them to run the clock. They ran it originally. It was at like 9:31 when the ball was placed down, and it ran to 9:04 and then stopped.
Yeah, the clock should.
They're telling them to
now
run
they're telling them to run
it.
I don't know why. I'm sure if you're Washington County, you want to see the clock running.
Yeah.
42-6, Washington County, but it is second down and 10. Back with Sullivan, little dump pass, finds Yantis. Yantis 30, Yantis 35, spun around, still on his feet, stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yantis
Third and long.
is a really, really bright spot for Marion County, Hal, and what's been a long season so far. Just plays hard. Really good runner. He's a good kickoff returner.
Well, you build your programs around players like that.
Exactly,
I mean, Sullivan, Yantis, you have to.
They just need 3 or 4 more of players like that. More weapons like that to take all the pressure off of him.
3rd down and 7 on the 35. And that's what Coach Harmon is building there. And I firmly believe he is building those type of programs there at Marion County.
Yeah,
he's a first-class guy.
And they're solid, Halby. You see what they do. What they do is solid. It's a situation where it's
3rd
more
and
about
7.
Jimmy's and Jones.
Sullivan has an open receiver, hits him at the 41. That's Abel. Up to the 42 for a first down.
Here,
44.
even down 42-6 with the running clock, they're still playing hard. They're doing their stuff,
That was Luke Abel with the reception for a first down. Did they stop the clock when they moved the chains? Not that maybe they do.
They do, but they don't with the running clock.
Yeah,
Normally
they've been stopping the clock.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not supposed, the way I read the rule, they're only supposed to stop it after
That's
injury
what
or
I don't
timeout.
I don't think they know that downstairs.
Yeah.
1st and 10 on the 44. Back to throw Sullivan. Sullivan caught back for a sack
Dallas
at the 35, and Clark, nice job.
He ain't bigger than a hiccup, Hal, but he's a really tough player. Just quick, just bust through that time out from his linebacker position and just was in on Sullivan before he time set his feet.
Bigger than a hiccup.
That's not very big.
That's not very big at all. 2nd down 19. Marion County on their own 35. Let's see if Sullivan can get a big play here. Here's Sullivan. Out of the shotgun, takes it back to throw. Looking, getting some pressure. Now he'll run with it. Has a hoe. 35, 39, 40. 43 down the 45-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. Boy, it was Ellery. Big stop.
Yeah, Hal, he needs to get out of bounds a little bit quicker, too. They can't afford him, in a 42-6 game like that. And I know the kid, he's competing and everything, and he wants to do all he can for a team, but, he's too valuable to go down in a 42-6 games.
Indeed, he is. Big play, 3rd down 9. He's such a competitor.
Yeah, you like to see that competitiveness, but at some point in time, you got to tell him, look,
yes.
Let's be a little judicial on when we stay inbounds and out of bounds.
3rd and 9 on the Marion 46. A little movement by Washington County, and they caught him. It's going to cost them 5. All sides, Commanders. It's going to move it over to the 49 of Washington County. We'll be down 3rd and short yardage.
Watch him do it again. Watch him freeze again. Watch him double freeze. Watch him double freeze.
Third down, short yardage, 3rd and 4. There's Sullivan. Long call, takes the count. Back to throw, over the middle. Complete at the 43, down to the 41-yard line. Another big catch in there by Luke Abel. Abel's been the target, that's for sure. First down, Marion County.
Nice job by Sullivan, too, how he been patient. Washington County blitz both linebackers, and he just hung in there and waited for the guy to come open, across the middle and just hit him.
1st and 10, Sullivan trying to find someone now. He's getting some pressure. Rolls to the right, gets rid of it, trying to loft it downfield. It will be incomplete.
And that's what you want him to do, Hal. He was getting pressured by the Washington County defender. He got outside the tackle box and just threw it out of bounds. And let's just line up and run another play. Don't take a hit and don't lose any yardage.
It will be 2nd down.
They're trying to get him to run the clock.
They will. They seem like the officials saying run the clock, but anyway, 2nd down and 10 on the 41. Snap to Sullivan, a little shuffle pass in the middle, goes to Abel. Abel downfield 32, down to the 29, 28-yard line.
Nice play by Marion County Hal. The good thing about that, if he drops the ball, that's actually a forward pass, so there's no fumble on that exchange. A lot of teams are doing that now instead of risking a handoff, where if you fumble it, the other team has a chance to get the ball. They just toss it forward, and if the running back, the runner doesn't get the ball, it's just an incomplete pass.
1st down, 1st and 10, Marion County. They're moving the ball. They're on the Commander 30. Sullivan again. The snap, back to throw, looking, boy, has a couple of receivers. Now he'll keep it. Sullivan upfield, 25, Sullivan 21, 20, to the 15, to the 12, all the way down to 11. Another 1st down, Marion County.
Sullivan is really
playing well.
He started a little bit slow, but starting the 2nd quarter, just settled in. He's gotten in a nice rhythm, and he's showing why he's so highly regarded. He's just making all the right plays. That time, he was trying to throw a little in pattern over here on the right side, and Washington County, jumped it, and he just tucked the ball and ran and ended up getting the 1st down at about the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 11. Got to get to the 1 for a 1st down, but Sullivan is moving the ball with the Knights. The snap and hold the phone.
Yeah, that's going to be
they go to Yantis, but false start going to be called on Marion County. 42-6. Washington County leading Marion County.
How you never want, penalties, but especially down here 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. It's just so hard to gain those yards back, especially when you're in the red zone. The field has shrunk so much.
1st down and now 15.
Now the fans are wanting to run the clock now. I think everybody's
Sullivan caught and sacked back at the 26.
I think everybody's
in on that.
I think everybody's wanting him to run the clock except for him. I think he's.
Well, if you're coaching, you want to get the time off the clock and take this game with you. That's what you want to do.
You just want to get it in the books. You're at 42-6. You have nothing to gain. Washington County doesn't. During the rest of the game. That's why they have the running clock. Let's not get anybody injured. Let's get the clock run out, get off the field and go in. And
3:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, 42-6. 2nd down, and boy, 2nd down like 29 now. Here's Sullivan. Rolls to the right. Yeah, he's going to get it off. Pass in trouble. It's going to be picked off by Washington County. Stopped at the 21. I didn't catch the number, but boy, right on.
I think it was Cheatham. Yeah, I think
it was. It was Cheatham. Cheatham comes up with the interception. So
Yeah.
Trey Cheatham able to come up with it for Washington County.
Yeah, and Sullivan's done a great job. But anytime you put the ball in the air that much, you risk throwing an interception, a tip pass, whatever. That time Cheatham just made a great play. He played off of him like he wasn't, in the going to defend that pass. And then as soon as he saw Sullivan rear back to throw the ball, he just jumped the route and was right there to make the interceptions.
1st and 10, Washington County. We'll see Floyd stay in there.
Yeah, I think you'll probably see him
22.
staying there through the end of this
I'd
quarter.
see Ellery and Dawson just keep it on the ground, just kind of beat it out for a while. Right side, nothing doing as Ellery stopped and pushed back, maybe lost a couple yards. A good stop in there.
Yeah, I didn't
by
catch it.
Alexander Ford, big senior for Marion County.
Nice job by Ford, just shoved off the blocker.
Sure did.
And got Ellery in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss.
3. Wow, pushed
3
him
yards,
back.
yeah.
2nd down and 13, ball on the Commander 19. They're moving upfield with 2:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. It is 42-6, Washington County with the lead and a running clock. Floyd on 2nd and long. Takes the snap. Give to Ellery again. Ellery weaves his way to the 25, 26, close to the 27.
And Hal, I think this is the game. We've been talking all year long that we thought Ellery was going to have a breakout year, for a freshman especially, and he was hampered by injuries. But this tonight has been it. I mean, he's really ran the ball strong tonight. He's shown what he can bring to this Washington County offense, an offense that was already clicking pretty good, and now you got him in there spelling Dawson some, which makes Dawson that much stronger. So just a really good addition, and it's good to see that kid break out and have a good game like he's had tonight.
3rd and 6, Washington County on their own 26. Dawson on this one, nothing doing. Stopped, pushed back, no gain.
Yeah, now
maybe a loss. It'll be a punting situation. We'll
Marion
see
County,
Cheatham.
yeah, pretty much knows Washington County's not going to put the ball in the air, so they're just everybody on the team's playing run. It's going to be hard for Washington County unless they pop one, to get that 7-8 yards rushing they've been doing the whole game.
I say Cheatham, but we're going to see. Yeah, Cheatham comes out.
Yeah, Cheatham comes out.
Punting from the Commander 10. DeWitt needs to hustle up and get out there.
Yep.
Oh, he's ready. 4th down and 7, punting situation. Yandis back to receive. It's like the Marion 45. They're coming after it.
Nice
Cheatham.
kick.
Oh, what a nice one. It bounces. Boy, it takes a Commander bounce at the 40 to the 30 to the 26-yard line.
51-yard punt. How
Wow.
big? Let me check over here, Bill Robinson. Hey, Bill, do you have the return yardage on that punt? Hey, Bill, do you have the return yardage on that punt? Yeah.
Leave him
0
go.
on the return. I just wanted to check with Bill Robinson.
Hey,
there to
those
make
guys
sure.
are retired. You can forget that.
No, he's still on.
They're as retired as this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters complete here at the Bennett R. Lewis Field in Springfield. Here's your score. Washington County 42, Marion County 6. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. Here at the Bennett R. Lewis Field in Springfield as we head into the 4th quarter of play, 42-6 is your score, with Washington County leading Marion County. How good, Jimmy Wethington, John Graves will join us in the post-game. End of 3 quarters of play. Kentucky Country Day 47, Bethlehem 0.
Boy, KCD's for real too, Hal.
Yeah,
They came over here and just annihilated Washington County. Washington County team we think is fairly solid team, and they're just really got a good team, solid team this year. We're going to see another one too. Well, we're not going to see it, but Washington County is when they play in Western Hills, and that Wandale Robinson, that kid is just really
be a heck of a game.
having a just an unbelievable year.
First
this year.
and 10, Marion County on their own 26. Sullivan out of the shotgun on this first down play. Back to throw. Looking left. He'll throw left. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Yantis. Second down 10.
Yeah, they set up a little screen for Yanis Howe, and just the timing's off a little bit. The lineman a little bit late getting out there, and Yanis just couldn't hold on to it.
On the 26. Marion County on their own 26, I should say. Second down and 10. Out of the shotgun. The snap. Back to throw. Looking. Sullivan over the left side. It's going to be complete. Nice catch over there by Luke Abel. Kind of a one-hand catch, and he brought it in. He'll get a couple yards. Third down and 7.
How even better play by Alcantara to chase him down. He had a step on him, and he just ran him down and dove. Really had a good year. There's several players. You hear about Dawson, and we've talked about Ellery and Jonathan Floyd. Because they have the ball in their hands most of the time. But you've had several players. Alcantara's had a great year. Wheatley. Dallas Clark. There's several players.
Third down pass over the middle, complete to Abel. And boy, he's hit hard at the 38.
Did you get the number of that truck, Hal?
It was Alcantara.
Man, he came up and the safety too, 9. Who was 9?
For Washington County?
Yeah.
That was Lance Harold.
Lance came up and laid the wood to him too, boy. Just nice. Came up from a safety position and just a nice hit.
We're going to have an official timeout here. It's first down, first and 10. They stop the clock at 10:16 to go. I don't know what the side judge has on his mind. Are they talking about the hit maybe? I mean, it was a hard hit. But
I don't think there's anything they could do.
Hit.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows that hit they called on that Bowden kid from UK last week I thought was a really good hit, and they threw him out of the game. So who knows anymore?
Okay. Officials are all right, so we are too. First and 10. Marion County on their own 38. They trail Washington County 42-6. Sullivan. Wideouts on either side, out of the shotgun. Puts one man in motion, that's Yantis. Yantis will get the give. Here he goes, straight up the middle. Little spin move, 39-40 down the 41-yard line. It'll be second down. Back in there again, your man, Alcantara, the sophomore. He's a headhunter.
And I'm telling you, Hal just has done a really excellent job from his linebacker position this year. If I'm not mistaken, he's the one who got the stop over Bethlehem in overtime that saved the game for Washington County, saved it from going to a second overtime.
Second down and 6. Marion on their own 41, moving upfield. Sullivan takes a snap, back to throw, play action. Looking deep left side, it'll be incomplete. Intended receiver on the far side was Luke Abel.
Yeah, Jemias Dawson showing he's not just an offensive player, step for step with Abel, just no way of making that catch at all. Washington County's seems like every play they're sneaking a new player in. How beyond they're filtering kids in. They got 35 out here. I'm sorry, I don't have a roster in front of me.
I said fourth down would be third down. Third and 6. Sullivan, the snap, back to throw, play action, looking deep. Now he's going to keep it, don't have a receiver. Upfield, 45-50 to the 48-yard line of Washington County for a first down, Marion County.
And nice job again by Sullivan to bring the ball down. He had looking for he had a crossing pattern. I didn't catch the number with the receiver, but Dallas Clark did a good job of jumping it, so he just pulls the ball down, runs upfield, gets the first down.
First and 10 on the Commander 48. Clock still running, 8:15 to go in this game. 42-6 is the score. So this fourth quarter will go pretty quick. The snap, the give. Here we go, left side with that run for Marion County is going to be John Adams. 45-41 to the 40-yard line, shy of the first down. But a good run by Adams. Second down,
remember John Adams that used to play for Marion County back when Larry Smith played for Washington County, and man, those two, the year those kids played, well, they're men now, but what teams both Marion and Washington County had, that was a really fun time to be involved in this rivalry
Second down 2. Sullivan the snap. Flips in the backfield. That's Yantis again. 39 to the 36. And I believe the ball pops loose, but I believe Yantis was down. I think he got the first down as well.
Yeah, Halby and Marion County's got a lineman down. Looks like somebody rolled up on his ankle. I'm hoping he can get up on his own, but
Matthew Paul, the sophomore, is down, getting up slow.
And you see that happen a lot. The lineman sitting there, and he's kind of down, and the play's behind him, and they just roll up on his leg, and usually you get a sprained ankle or something out of it. So
stops the clock at 7:13 to go.
Hopefully he can get up and and get off the field on his own.
Looks like it's leg cramps, which is so painful. I had a Charlie horse the other night when I was asleep.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst.
Terrible. I felt like somebody was tearing my leg off.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had muscles that I could get cramps in anymore.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So anyway, 3rd down and 2 when we come back. How about we take a quick timeout? We'll be back in just a moment. This is high school football on 100.9 WLSK. One and bring it back. High school, Hal Good, Jimmy Wethington, a couple of players up and moving off the field, but one Marion County player still down right now. I believe that was Matthew Paul, still down. 7:13 to go in this game, and it's a running clock. Washington County leading Marion County by a score of 42-6. Looks like they are going to help the big fella up and going to leave the field, but going to have a little extra help.
Yeah, Hal, and I think it's going to end up being a sprain. Like I said,
Paul.
I had a good view of it, and it looked like a couple of players just rolled up on the back of his
they were all in that pile
ankle,
there and just kind of rolled back around. I thought it would be a more generous mark. It looks like the clock is different than what I see out on the field. They've marked it at the 38. I think it's a first down, isn't it, Skinner? Yeah.
Yep. They just hadn't moved. I think they were waiting, to get the injured player off the field.
So it will be a first down.
Yeah.
Marion County on the Commander 38. Up next for Marion County, we'll be there on Friday night. Matthew Thomas will rejoin me. It's a district game. Boy, it'll be tough. Mercer County Titans roll into town.
Yeah, they've got a heck of a team again this year.
They're tough.
Man, they're tough, A lot of tradition over there, go back to Harrodsburg High School and Alvin Johnson and his sons and, the Dunns.
Washington County has Caverna at home next week. 1st and 10. Marion County on the 38. There's the snap. Sullivan, a little shuffle pass, able to find on the left side Yantis. Yantis back to the 38. Not much of a gain. It's going to be 2nd down long.
Yeah, that time, Hal, I think Sullivan forgot which way they were going. He turned right, and everybody else went left, and turned around and just do a little, like you said, shuffle pass.
6:44 remaining in this one. 42-6. Washington County leading Marion County. Shotgun. Sullivan, play action. Pass off the left side, complete. On that far side, that's Noah Abel. Abel to the 34. Well, he's going to be stopped. Several commanders in there. I see Grant Hilton, one of the players out there.
How both of these quarterbacks, Sullivan and Jonathan Floyd, throw. You hear people talk about a catchable ball. They don't throw it too hard, and they throw it with a lot of velocity, but they throw like a softball that's easy to catch. Just really, really good high school quarterbacks.
3rd down and 5 on the Commander 33. It's Sullivan again. Sullivan with the snap. Rolls to the right. Play action. Looking to pass. Looking, still looking. Pass over the middle. Complete at the 26. As we'll see, reeling that one in. They're going to say that was, looked like to me,
40. Is that 40?
Yeah, but I don't see a 40 on here.
Yeah. I can't. It might be a 46, Hal. It's, like I said, it's so hard to see.
And there's no 46 here either. I don't think that was Jake Reed, but I think some of the numbers just impossible to read. But a good catch anyway. First down. 1st and 10 on the Commander 26. 5:04 remaining in this one. The clock will run. Sullivan on 1st down takes the snap with the give. Here we go off the left side. That's John Adams again. He's tripped up and stopped. In there on the stop, Derek Howard.
Really good play by Derek, too, Halby, from defensive tackle position. Was actually behind the runner and dove at his feet and made a nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of new numbers in there.
Yeah, I feel like Marion County's going to go to the end zone here, too, quick, Halby.
Second down, 12.
They're running they're not getting them anything, and you've got a lot of young players in there for Washington County. Don't be surprised if this one doesn't go to the end zone.
Colin Sparrow into the game. 2nd down and 12 on the Commander 28 with Marion County.
He's got a good matchup down here with Luke Abel.
There's a snap. Sullivan, pass off the right side. Going to be complete. Good catch out there by Luke Abel. Abel at the 25 to the 22 to the 21-yard line. Still shy of the 1st down. 3rd and short, Jimmy.
Yeah, Hal, and like I said, I'm surprised they're doing these little short passes. You would think they would rear back, try to heave one to the end zone, get a quick score, maybe, get the ball back. Make it a little bit better than what it is right now.
3rd down and 6. On the 22 of Washington County. Snap. There's the give again. Abel with the run, right side, 20, and I don't know if he got there or not.
Yeah, I think he's right inside the 20-yard line. He's
had to get to about, what, the 17?
Yeah,
maybe?
about the 17, 18.
Fourth
He's
down.
a couple yards short.
4th down.
Actually, they're going to mark him about 4 yards short. Looks like he needs to get down to about the 16.
Denzel Churchill will check in for Caleb Foster. 4th down and 4. That's a long 4, too.
Yeah.
Now we see Sullivan. Mason Sullivan, sophomore. He's going to be a fine player. Already is a nice ball player.
Yeah.
4th and 4, Sullivan on the snap. He's going to look end zone. Now he'll keep it. Upfield 20, stopped at the 21, and that's going to do it for this offensive series. Marion County will give it back to Washington County, and really all Washington County will have to do now is just let some air out of the ball and take this victory and ring the bell.
Yeah, how being a good series there, especially when it got on Washington County side of the field by what's basically Washington County's JV team. There's not a starter out there. They kept Marion County out of the end zone, so good job by Marion County's JV team.
Just 2 minutes to go in this one. I would think Floyd would not be in there as well. We'll see. See a lot of jerseys. I think they'll just go take a knee. Yeah, 154. That's what they're going to do.
They're going to victory formation now.
Victory formation. Yeah, well, Floyd will be in there. Yeah, Dawson. Yeah, they're gonna go in victory formation. Washington County looking to take a victory here tonight, and as I said, ring the bell. A tradition started by Mark Perry here many years ago. We'll see knee taken, and Marion County defense acknowledging that they're going to just take a knee here. Just a minute 17 to go. Well, your Washington County, 4-1. Caverna coming to town next week. I'd say Washington County have a pretty good shot next week as well with Caverna.
Yeah, I think so, Happy. I think you've got to be a pretty good favorite against Caverna based on what scores that I've seen. I know Caverna's had a long year, gotten beat pretty bad most of the games that they played. So I think Washington County, you know, if they take care of business, could start 5-1. When was the last time Washington County was 5-1?
Another knee taken by Floyd. Well, you have Mercer County coming to Marion County, and it's district time, and we'll be doing that game next week. 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff as being a district game. Caverna's not a district game for Washington County.
Yeah, I think Washington County plays all. They play all three of their district games back to back to back.
They do. They sure do. We're going to be back with them
Yeah.
when they play Shawnee. We'll miss them for Caverna and Western Hills.
Yeah.
So as time is running off the clock, stay tuned. We'll have post-game. We'll talk to the players of the game and talk to the coaches. All that coming up as this game is history. Your final score from the Bennett R. Lewis Field in Springfield. Washington County 42, Marion County 6. You're listening to high school football on 100.9 WLSK. High school football engineered back at our WLSK studio by Chris Begley. Appreciate his assistance this evening. Your final score here at the Ben R. Lewis Field. Washington County wins the border war this year by a score of 42-6, and really a big first half for the Washington County Commanders to kind of put this one away tonight, as the Commanders will now improve the record to 4-1. Marion County 0-5.
Yeah, how it started with the opening drive. Marion County had a wonderful punt and back to Washington County all the way up to the 1-yard line, and Washington County came down the field 99 yards in about 6 plays or so and scored. And just from there, they scored every possession. They had the ball in the first half and went in up 35-6, and then came out the first possession the second half and got the running clock. So I couldn't ask for much better. I can't think of anything where Washington County could have really be happier or wanted to do something better than what they did tonight. To have a game, this big border rivalry game, to win with a running clock and 42-6, I can't imagine Coach Saggers to be being much happier.
I can agree with you, and I think now we'll go down on the field with John Graves. John Graves going to do our player of the game, and he's also going to talk to head coach of the Washington County Commanders. So let's go down the field, and John Graves getting ready for our player of the game segment, as I think he's bringing half the team over here. I'm not gonna
well, you probably could, Hal, the way they played tonight.
Like this, so let's see what he's going to do here, He's got something lined up here. I'm sure he's got something in mind.
I think Coach Saggers wants his big hogs.
So again, let's go down the field. John Graves is down.
Thank you, Hal B. We've got a bunch of kids around us tonight. The National Guard Army has given us an offensive and defensive award, so we're going to talk to our offensive award first, and it's the offensive line. We love it when the Hogs get into the business, and we love it when the Hogs get into business and let them eat. Mr. Rayleigh, what was Marion County doing up front that gave you all to get time to get John Floyd?
They didn't fire off the ball like they should, and we were just faster than them. So, yeah, pretty much. We was more physical. We was just more quick. We had the advantage. They didn't.
Did you think the rivalry game had anything to do with your all's preparedness tonight and being ready to go?
Yeah, I think a lot. We lost to them last year by 1 point whenever we should have won, so that kind of helped out too.
All right. Well, your offensive players of the National Guard Army, offensive players of the game were the offensive line, so we're giving them a big round of applause, and we're going to bring our defensive player of the game in, Miguel Alcantara. He's got this new jersey on. He's normally 11, but tonight he's 1, and I tell you what, it looked good on you tonight. You were everywhere on the field. There were several times, I think I said your name several times up in the box. What was you seeing from their offensive side that gave you the ability to get side to side so quick?
I was just watching their backs, doing my job, looking at them. If they got the ball, then I just went after them.
And not only was you on several solo tackles, but you had several group tackles too. Have you all worked on that this week and tried to tackle as a team more?
Yes, sir. We've been practicing on all that. We've got in our conditioning, hustle more, and all of our team is doing good. We're getting better.
I guess my next question is you normally wear 11, you got 1 on tonight. You gonna see if Coach will order you a 1 jersey, because it seemed to bring out the best in you?
No, it's fine. I mean, it don't matter, but.
All right. Well, our defensive player of the game tonight, Miguel Alcantara. We don't always get to give it on defense, especially when your offense puts up 42 points, but I think it was well worth it tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your player of the game. And then, Coach, let's bring you in tonight. How does this feel?
It feels pretty good, man. I'll be honest with you. I had no plans of beating them 42-6. I mean, you want it to go that way, you think, but I mean, they gave us, my biggest concern was offensively. I thought we could move the football on offense. I thought them on offense would give us fits. We've had some issues in the secondary, and John was really probably about 60%. We couldn't really run him at all. And in the secondary, he's one of our best secondary guys. Yep. And he wasn't full speed at all. So I thought that their offense would give us fits, and the kids did a great job of game plan. We gave them a lot of looks and a lot of different looks on defense, and I think it kind of kept them off a little off balance.
And Mason Sullivan, he connected on several passes tonight, a lot of underneath routes, and the defense looked like they read that pretty well and was able to keep everything in front of them.
Absolutely. One thing, our big thing all week was we weren't going to give up a big play. I felt like that, if we could make them drive the field, we would get the stop we needed. I thought our D-line would eventually get to the quarterback and we'd get sacks. We put them in negative situations. But if we allowed them big plays over the top, they could score on us quick. So they did a great job with the game plan. Our game plan was keep them in front, make tackles, make them get first downs, and held them to 6 points. And I couldn't be more proud of that.
Well, and and we talked about it again, 42 points on offense, and that's big. And several different players. There was big runs, there was some long drives. But you talk about the defense tonight. A lot of things could have happened. You had 5 sacks up front. You had a bunch of underneath routes that everybody was stopping, and you're right. You didn't give up the big over-the-top play, and so that's got to carry you well as you go into homecoming next week with Caverna.
Absolutely. To be 4-1 and defense playing the best we've played all year. It was our best defensive outing. I couldn't be happier, to be honest with you. We keep getting better, and people can say whatever they want to say. As far as Marion County was 0-4 and all that stuff, I'm telling you, our kids are getting better and better and better, and that's all you can ask of them. So couldn't be happier about that.
They were 0-9 last year,
and they beat us.
And they beat you. So you can throw the records out the window when you come to this
I'll
game.
tell you another thing: the crowd was fantastic.
Wasn't it though?
Man, I don't know how many people were here, but it was fantastic. I can't thank those people enough for coming out and supporting these kids, and they work hard and they deserve it. And I really appreciate our home crowd coming out in force.
Well, we just want everybody that's listening on their way home tonight, come back out next Friday night as it's homecoming with Philly Stands Up. We'll make a little noise out of the press box, and we'll have a good time.
Absolutely.
Eric, get to the family. We'll see you next Friday night. Coach Sagerson on the field. Hey, it's a good night. When a win is a good night. A border war win just makes it that much better, guys.
Thank you, John. As we finish up here in the booth, again, your final score is 42-6 as the Washington County Commanders do defeat Marion County. Jimmy, final thoughts on this one tonight? Just a nice win, and Marion County's just got to go back to work.
Yeah, Halby, like I said earlier, I think this game win is about as good as you could possibly ask for if you're Washington County's coaches. Jonathan Floyd didn't have to get too involved in the offense. He got to rest that foot some. The defense played great. Young players played great. You got Ellery, had his breakout game that we've been waiting for. Jabaz Dawson had a great game, even though, he didn't get the touches he had last week. Didn't have to. Defense, you could name just about every player out there, that we called tonight. I was really glad to see Alcantara get the defense player of the game. I thought he's been their best defense player all year, and he's made some big plays for him. And tonight was his best game of the year. So you got a Washington County team that's young, that's getting better every week, and everything is, looking up, heading into their homecoming game against Caverna, and then the meat of their schedule. The hard games come after that. You got Western Hills, DeSales, and Cal on the back end of the schedule, but they're heading in the right direction.
Thank you, Skinner. Again, your final score, Washington County defeats Marion County 42-6. Up next for Washington County, as Skinner said, it's homecoming on September the 22nd. Caverna at home for the 4-1 Washington County Commanders. Meanwhile, we'll be at home with Marion County next week as the 0-5 Marion County Knights begin their district. Mercer County comes to town, 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff, the Titans and the Knights right here on 100.9 WLSK. Thanks to John Graves down the field, Jimmy Wethington here in the booth and back at the studios. Special thanks to Chris Begley for being the studio engineer for tonight's broadcast. And last time for the Bend R. Lewis Field, your final score, Washington County defeats Marion County 42-6. That's it from the Bend R. Lewis Field in Springfield. This is Hal B. Good wishing you and yours a pleasant weekend. So long, everybody.